Can you dig it? That's what I'm asking. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this amazing Thursday Monday as we celebrate the future and the past all in one day. Yes, today is the very 10th episode of Waterdeep Mallrats, a dragon heist. So it's quite a nice moment to have a bit of 10, isn't it? I like 10. Do you like 10? I like 10. Show us your 10. There's your 10. 10, 10, 10. Big 10s. Lovely. Well, it's good to be here. I'm afraid we had to do a little bit of a pre-record this week, but we are still on the chat, as you probably see right now, as we say hello, as we are still going to be here chatting away with you, but of course we're going to be a pre-record today, but that does not mean that we cannot still have fun and still chat with you guys and still have probably try and see if we could do some chat jokes and see how it goes. But I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fine. But yeah, so it's a beautiful sunny day today. I hope it's sunny on Monday. But I'm going to go around and see how everyone's doing. With the streak of sun upon his cheek, he sits and smiles until we are weak. It is Mr. Rob Thompson. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
I am, if I'm honest, I know I said I was well. I'm a little perturbed today.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why. And this mainly goes out to Joe, Dan, and Evie. I have been talking to you now for the last half an hour. And Joe and Dan, I did a full session of D&D with you last night.
I know, I just realised.
Realised it. Not a soul
Mm-hmm.
has mentioned the fact that I've had my hair cut.
Yep, I've just seen it. Oh, it looks amazing.
It's beautiful.
That's so
no,
beautiful.
fuck off. Now at this stage. Yesterday when we were playing D&D, I was over exaggerating my head at times. I took my headphones off. I did a lot of this. And nothing, not a fucking word from anyone. So yeah, I'm good, mate. Thanks for asking.
I don't like it.
Absolutely heartbroken.
You don't like it, Dan?
No, I don't think you look very good. So I figured if I couldn't say anything nice, then I might as well.
Don't say anything at all.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Well, I can
That's
only
right,
apologise.
Mama Thorpe. It does look nice. It does look nice, really. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Mama Thorpe's here. Yeah. Oh man, I am so very, very sorry. But it does look very, very good. I quite enjoy it. But I'm sorry that I missed it. That's all I can say.
The way the dice rolls, you know?
That's true. We'll see how the dice rolls today. Maybe it'll dice roll in your favour as an apology. Or not. But we'll see.
I think it's fucking better, is what I think.
Yeah. But I'm going to throw this right back at you, actually, because I've been talking to you the entire time for the last half an hour. And you haven't noticed that I'm not wearing any glasses. Because I've got new eyes today, and now I can see nice and clearly. And you did not notice.
Were you wearing them on Wednesday?
Yes.
You were wearing your glasses on Wednesday?
Yes.
This is an interrogation. I love it.
Right, okay. So my 33 minutes of not noticing trumps your 4 hours and 33 minutes of not noticing.
Because I was the DM both times, so that means that I can get away with it.
Made the dice roll in your favour, Joe. Your eyes.
But it's lucky because we both look very, very beautiful, don't we, Rob?
we do, and humble. We look humble.
Humble. We do humble. almost as humble as Gavin MacPherson. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. I wore contacts yesterday. I went out for a drink with my best mate, and it did rain, like a lot. But we just put our hoods up, but I haven't put contacts in for like a year, so I had to practice how to put them in, and I'd forgotten. So it's hard, isn't it?
It is really hard. I had to do it in front of the lady today at the opticians, and that's always really stressful because it's just like,
yeah. And the lady that taught me didn't wear contacts. I was like, I don't understand what I'm doing here then. Like she's never experienced it, so it'd be like me teaching jiu-jitsu. I've never done it.
But I bet you could, though. I bet you could teach it.
Maybe. I don't know any of the words, though. Maybe she's just learned the words for it. Eyeball,
I
lens.
don't think it's the words that would be the
Yeah.
problem, guys. I think it would be all of the jujitsu part.
Hey, just learn the words, innit? And then
Just say it.
yeah, you say it, you do it.
Jiu-jitsu is a bit like karaoke, I suppose. You just need to.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I'm even trying to. I was trying to do a visual joke, and I was like, I actually don't even know what jiu-jitsu looks like, so I can't even do like punch or pull or throw or hold. You know,
Me neither.
no.
That's,
Oh well.
that's the jiu-jitsu karaoke song. Punch or choke or hold.
Oh my word. Oh no, I did have another one and it's gone. Oh well, never mind. Well, I'm glad that you're well. That's good. And you had a drink with a friend, which is really lovely.
Yeah,
That is
so
really,
good.
really nice. I think it's starting to become a little bit more bit normalized now to kind of go and see some folks and have a
Still
nice time.
scary though, a bit.
It is a bit scary. It is a bit scary.
People.
Yeah.
Scary. Like they always are, but it's now like, oh god, I have to see loads of you now.
I know. I
know?
keep
Yeah.
finding myself kind of going into like smaller spaces, smaller peoples. No, not small people, smaller peoples. No, hang on. Smaller groups.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smaller group.
Smaller groups, exactly. It is nice. I think I saw Mr. Dan Burman briefly over the weekend.
This is
I think
very true.
the first thing you said to me was, "Joe, you're very tall," and I don't think I've ever been told I'm tall ever in my entire life. But it was very, very lovely to see you. Very, very nice
was.
to see you.
You were so much more awake than I was expecting.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, it was a crazy weekend. Enough said. But I will say happy 40th to Mr. Martin Coate, because that was a lovely time to see
Yeah.
him. But yes, but actually, while we're at it, actually, Dan, how are you?
Do you know what? I'm not going to tell you how I am now. I'm going to tell you what I did in the future, seeing as it's now Monday.
Yep.
So off the back of this record, Rob and I agreed to go for a drink. We went to the Ninth Life, as we used to frequent, and we had a lovely chat. And he really opened up to me about like his hair, and yeah, we had a little cry on each other. It was really quite
Said
something
in
special.
confidence, Daniel.
Yeah, but I feel a little bit less bad about revealing these things, because actually what he did is he popped a little something in my whiskey and shaved my head. So that was a little bit that. This is what happened tomorrow. And so this is what will be happening on Monday for all you guys who are tuning in. So that's the last time I open up to you, Rob Thompson, and your beautiful hair. Thanks for that.
It's all right. I didn't like your hair, so I was told if I don't have nothing nice to say, shave it.
Wow, this is turning very kind of surreal already.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my word! But oh good. Well, I'm glad that future tomorrow self, Dan is doing very, very well.
Yeah, it's less time in the shower now, which is always good.
Yeah, that's true.
I've always said that.
Oh, you have always said that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you have. Oh, I'll talking about.
See,
kind of...
Darren knows what I'm talking about.
God. Oh my word. Well, let's just let's move on. Evie James, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing all right. I've got an idea for Rob, actually, to make you feel better. What about every time you like move your hair around, I could do some like swooshy noises.
Let's try it. Okay.
Okay. Swoosh. A swoosh. Is that good? Does that make you feel
Nice,
better?
yeah.
Or not
Sounded-
really? Does it make you feel
Sounded
worse?
more like scatting.
That could work, whatever you want, you know, to make you feel better. No, I'm all right, thanks. I'm okay. I saw my I saw my parents. Well, if this is Monday coming, not the previous weekend, but the weekend before, I suppose. I actually saw my mum and dad for the first time in like 4 months, which is the longest, like the second longest time that I've ever not seen them. So yeah, it was absolutely lovely. It was just really lovely, and I got to see my dog. Yeah, Lottie, the golden retriever. She's so cute. I adore her so much. Yeah, she's just the best. Like, she's literally everyone who encounters her just immediately feels better about the world. You know, she just has that. Just so
Deep
happy.
thinker.
Yeah, really deep thinker. You should see. She's got a TED talk actually.
Oh no, but she didn't. She already had a TED talk because it's on Saturday, so it's already happened.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can catch her TED talk now on Monday.
What's the name of the TED Talk?
It is called woofability.
Ability.
Yeah, it's basically about the ability to be able to woof through life.
Oh,
With
right,
ability
okay.
to Labrador or to Labrador. It's brilliant. Changed my life. Changed my life completely. It's
Was it also really nice to see your parents and not rope them into filming content for us, Evie, like last time you went down?
That's so true. They're probably there like, what do we have to do today? We're ready. We're prepped.
Got all the
Yeah,
costumes
no.
out. I tell you what, was it your dad that filmed the world's most smooth tracking shot by hand with an iPhone that looked like it was done with a jib crane?
Yeah, like, who knew that there was that talent hidden beneath this exterior? Yeah, it was really impressive, wasn't it?
It
I
was so
like,
impressive.
yeah, I
I
would
s-
have done that.
I sent
Yeah.
Evie a message and was like, it'd be great to have this really slow reveal from your feet up, really slow, as smooth as you can. Like, I don't know if you've got anything that can make it smoother. No, just dad by hand, just this most amazing. Like, it looked like it was slow motion. It looked like it was shot in 100 frames a second. It was studio quality. It was
Yeah.
incredible.
It
Nice.
was quite a difficult one though, not to corpse during that, because like literally his face was where all the tension was.
Oh God, the stream's gone down.
No, just
Oh.
you do joke, but I have actually just had to stop the recording and restart again.
It wouldn't be Mallrats Monday.
Exactly. But you would never know this because I'm going to edit all this out.
Yeah, we'll cut that out.
Ooh.
So yes, where were we? Yes, can you ask that question again, please, Dan?
Yeah, so how are you, Joe?
I'm all right, actually. Thank you very much.
Yeah?
I had a fantastic weekend. I went camping, which was glorious. In the west of Wales, about 5 minutes from a beach, down a cliff face, with one of those clearest skies. I've also never woken up from my tent and pushed the ice off my tent before.
Whoa.
So that was amazing. But it was just absolutely wonderful to be with some people and just chill and relax. It was great. Really, really kind of wonderful. And I've kind of come back very rejuvenated and with a bit more purpose, which has been fantastic. So yeah, I'm really good.
Revivified.
Yeah, revivify.
Joe, your eyes are like the blue of the sky when the sun's shining on it.
Oh.
Yeah, because like you know.
What's your angle here, Gabs?
What?
What's your angle here?
The funny thing is, I've got you on a small window, so the only person I've got are like Skype on a small window. So the only person I see is Joe, and then I keep looking around as if you're all hiding from me, but it's just because the screen's small. Because it's everyone else is just voices in the depths. There's no angle. I just noticed it.
Oh, thanks, mate.
It's nice, really nice.
That means a lot to me. Thank you very much.
Of course. No angle, Rob. We don't all have to have an angle for everything.
Is it the fact that you also got your hair done and no one's commented on it?
Oh, that's because I look fantastic all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
With roots or no roots.
Yeah, Gabby's sure of herself enough to know she looks fabulous and doesn't need anybody else.
Have I not established that I'm a deeply fragile and sensitive individual? I've been doing this stream for far too long now. I need this, Joe. I need this. Thank you, Bevins.
Oh my word! Swish, swish, swish. Oh my god! This kind of reminds me of the gagging sound episode. It's just going to be all scatting throughout. Great.
Aren't you glad you cut the first 45 minutes of all the bullshit out and we just kept the best stuff? Like,
I know, right? I know. But we've also been very busy as well this week. Haven't we, Dan?
we have, so in this goes out on the so in a week's time, time lump and jump and loop. In a week's time, we are celebrating our 1 year anniversary with 7 days of sabotage. It's going to be incredible. Like, we've got guest DMs. We've got non D&D games. We've got simple games. We've got silly games. We're going to try and do the biggest game of werewolves that we possibly can. Maybe break a record. I don't know. But we're pretty much going to be running from 11 in the morning until 1:30 in the morning most of the days. Some of which we're going to be doing some marathons. Some of us are going to be doing entire days and living just mostly off coffee. We've also got some musical performances. We've got some DJ sets. DJ Bojack, who a couple of weeks ago, everyone we raided and had a boogie. It was awesome. And because we've already done this, what you can do now is you can go to our social media channels now, Facebook or Instagram, and the entire lineup will get released every single day this week. So keep checking back, see what you've got in, and who knows, maybe if you want to come and join us for a game of werewolves, we might have some space for you. But yeah, we've got so many different companies who are going to come and join us. All of them are currently listed on our social media already, on our poster. I'm so excited, not by the anniversary, but by the beauty of my spreadsheet.
It's really nice.
It's color coordinated. There's just enough space so that there's like things to put out. It's and it's on a Google Drive, so I can just send it to people and it live updates. I'm more excited by that than I am about anything else, if I'm honest. That and Rob's hair.
That's really nice. I mean, it is absolutely insane, the people that you've kind of brought together and who have come to kind of show their love for us. And I think, on a personal note, actually tomorrow will actually be the actual anniversary.
Oh,
There you go.
wow.
10th of May was, I think, our first stream back a year ago. So happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. But I'm like super excited. Are we allowed to talk about anybody's name specifically? Or should we probably best if we don't do that?
I think by this point it will have been announced. So yeah, I think we can. This pre-record shit's well hard, isn't it?
It's really difficult.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Edit it out if not. Edit it,
Exactly.
yeah.
So he's got some wonderful work from our good friends over in America. So DM Philly is running a bunch of games for us, which is going to be fantastic. Zach Big Wave is also doing some games for us, including one I'm really looking forward to, which is Big Eyes, Small Mouth, which this is more of a kind of a cartoon computer game character craziness. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
Yes.
Mr. John Cooper, as you remember from about a year ago, who did the Jack's Funhouse with us back when in the summer, is coming to do Ghost of Saltmarsh, which will be a good bit of pirating. We've got Mr. Alex Bell as well. So we've just got so much going on. Like, it's just absolutely crazy. And so many players from across different parts of either people that we know or other streamers or other players, which is hugely exciting. So I would like to use my opportunity now to thank them for that and coming along. I also believe that some of you, yes, you viewers at home, are also going to come.
Look at those eyes.
Are going to come and play with us for a little one shot that I'm running called 7 Deadly Kobolds, which I think is going to be a lot of fun as well. And of course, we'll still be doing Mallrats because Mallrats is always on a Monday. So, well, not always, but sometimes. So, generally, usually on a third Monday. Third Monday.
Oh, and two other things. Firstly, only for Mallrats will you be able to use your sabotage bombs. However, throughout all of the other streams, you'll be able to collect them. So tune in. And one DM that we can definitely announce now that we haven't, that involves quite a lot of us on this stream is Mr. Josh Ellison. Now, he runs one of our off Twitch streams. On the Wednesday, we'll be doing Rime of the Frost Maiden, where we will be doing a very, very large battle. And it is unclear as to whether the big bad will be killing us or we will be killing each other. This battle is going to be the epitome of Reservoir Dogs, where everyone is pointing guns at everyone else. That one's on Wednesday, and yeah, it's going to be pretty hectic, I think. We've backed ourselves into a corner and something has to give.
Yeah, I think it's more me and Rob Thompson have backed ourselves into a corner. Or maybe I have. Maybe I just pushed everyone into a corner. I can't really figure it out anymore. But yeah, so that'd be exciting. And you'll be able to see one of my characters who used to be in this stream as well. Oh, so that could be quite fun. It's just so much going on. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty much like I think we've been jokingly been calling it Sabacon. Because it is just a mass of lots of things. We also got chat shows as well. So we've got some chat shows that we're going to be doing. So I'll be chatting with some DMs. So that would be fun. And a few other bits and pieces that are going to be coming in. So please join us for the entire week of craziness and just watch us slowly become more and more exhausted as we get through.
7 days of sabotage, including our physical and mental health.
Good. All righty. Now that we've done all that, we can start, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Mr. Thompson, what happened last
Hello.
week on Waterdeep Mallrats Dragon Host?
Well, T-minus 2 weeks and counting till the Mallrats are due to open their new establishment. 2 weeks to get a large donation of cash. 2 weeks to get the furniture upholstered, the booze barrels ordered, the bar repaired, the floor sanded, the secret passages built, the cigars rolled, and the invites sent. 2 weeks. And it was 2 weeks ago that the Mallrats last blessed your screens. It was a session that involved Oshi sneaking out of the house in search of a handkerchief. Her mission, to attain a monogrammed handkerchief of Lord Laertes Hansberg and bring it back to the Assassin's Guild. After a successful impersonation of a smallpox-riddled noble, Oshi was able to persuade the Lord to give her his handkerchief without any blood needing to be spilt. Meanwhile, Pups, Baggi, and Big Phatts ventured to the gates of the once respected Raynar Neverember in hopes of securing an investment for their soon-to-open business. Things got a little heated, however, as the conversation soon turned to matters of allegiance and which side of the morality line the Mallrats stood. The session drew to a close, with the Mallrats accepting a mission to investigate some trouble brewing in the field ward. 2 weeks since you last saw us, and 2 weeks till we open shop. Strap in, kids. It's gonna get bumpy.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Well done, mate.
Yeah, Cormoran. Woo!
Take some inspiration on that one. Okay.
See, Cormorans are my boys, mate. They get me all the good shit, man. I love it. Thank you.
Okay. Good. So, yes. So we had quite a lot happen. But something that is really, really important to note is that Oshisota is separated from the rest of the group. As we kind of begin into our usual thematic montages. We see a slab, paving slab. Beautiful, glistening in the sunshine. We can see the sort of dust particles that have come from the road itself, the scuffs and the scrapes from years of people walking upon it. As we see a light foot come through into view, followed by another. We see another 2 sets come across. As the view sort of changes to a shaky camera, as it moves and looks around a corner, to see a woman on her knees looking up at a very overweight gentleman. It seems as if she's asking for something. Her arms are up stretched towards him as the camera sort of comes back past the corner as if sneaking by. As we cut to another angle, as we see the same idea of the camera coming out from the corner, as we see her now sort of stretching up, it seems she's asking for water or something. As kind of the view goes back in as they continue watching this woman begging for something. Cut to
a very young Pups and an even younger Puggle running. Pups is carrying Puggle down this alleyway, being pursued by a baker. He's holding Puggle in one arm and the bread in the other, and both are seemingly as heavy as each other. He turns down the wrong path and ends up caught by a metal fence. He knows that he can't climb over with both Puggle and the bread. It's just about to drop the first meal they're about to have in weeks when a halfling appears seemingly from nowhere and, without saying a word, boosts Pups, Puggle and the bread over this fence. As Pups leans forward to hold his hand out to the halfling, he gives Pups a very unique and unmistakable handshake, and then we smash cut to Pups present day doing exactly the same handshake to Neverember. Cut to.
It wasn't about the kitchen utensils. It had never been about the kitchen utensils. It was about the principle, about the common decency that seemed to be unfathomable to these kids. And kids they were, all 4 of them. Pups, Baggi, Oshi, and little Rix. All of them children, and all of them in need of some firm parenting. None of this new age nonsense, letting them grow into the adults they wanted to be. Phatts was the adult, and he would run this house with an iron fist. Well, a steel fist, but that's not the point. Cut 2.
Oshi is stuck to the spot, watching Pups run away. She can hear his breathlessness as if he was right next to her, though. Then she's suddenly right behind him, running. His little legs are no match for all 6 foot of Oshisota. Her hand reaches out to grab him, but he's away into shadows, huge shadows, humanoid shadows. Pups is lost in the sea of shadowy legs. A lord with a slit throat, a jobless man with a knife in his ribs, a fat lord, a poisoned man, a little goblin that turns. And his half-masked face makes Oshi scream, but the sound is sucked from her mouth. She reaches out again, grasping, struggling, falling, clawing onto anything. A laugh rings out. She wakes, tears running down her face and sweat dripping from her armpits. Cut 2.
Baggi feels splintered wood underneath both arms before she senses anything else around her. She opens her eyes, and the first thing she takes in is where she's sitting. It's just a chair. Her wrists aren't bound, her arms have just been placed on the armrest, or did she place them there herself? She wriggles her feet to ensure they're free, and they're not bound either. Baggi tries to focus her eyes, but her head is pounding and foggy, and she's unsure of all of her thoughts. They're fleeting and panicked and odd. Good morning, a woman speaks. She's sipping a purple drink out of a tall wine glass, with grey hair, lines on her face, and a black cloak with a white hand. Oh, there's water there, you must be parched. Where am I? Baggi goes to say, but she's interrupted. A safe place. Now, I've been rummaging around in your brain Dear Baggi, yes, you're 18 years old. Weirdly, you prefer slightly stale bread over fresh bread. You never met your mother. You're a fixer of things. 3 close friends, all of whom you're very incredibly fond of. You keep a note of everything, and more recently, you've discovered a special talent. The woman places her glass on a marble coaster. Welcome to the Watchful Order. Cherry? Cuts 2.
As we see this woman watch this woman in a beautiful kind of big gown watch the rather large and heavy gentleman get into one of those sort of personal carrier things and gets taken away as she watches him go. As she stands, we see her from afar. She looks over something in her hand and hides it and tucks it away. She begins to kind of walk down the street, and it's clear for the observer that this is a practiced gait, practiced pace, to seem unassuming. As we see her begin to turn as she goes down an alleyway, as the watchers then begin to kind of follow them. As we see from above, we see somebody watching the watchers. As we follow her down the alleyway, the camera then falls. It goes down into the sewer, going further and further beneath the city itself, until we come to a great and ancient door that we float through like ghosts to reveal a room filled with hundreds and thousands of dragons.
Hundreds and thousands of dragons. Yes, do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Let
right.
us do.
So, if I remember rightly, last time, 3 of you guys were over in Diamond Street, which was across from the House of the Moon, and then Oshi, you were over Ivory Street, getting a handkerchief, getting a hanky. So we're going to go over to the alleyway. We see you kind of walk down this alleyway. And I think you, Oshi, start to feel, that kind of a chill you get from going from sunlight, like nice warm sunlight, into kind of shadow, and that kind of the temperature sort of drops as you're walking along. Could you do a quick perception check for me, please?
Oh, crit!
Yes.
There you go.
Oh.
As you not only you hear like what seems as if like a scrape on the floor of a very careful foot. You listen through and you think you hear 4 of them. As you kind of look up, you see you think you see somebody's foot sticking out from behind like a bunch of boxes. You from the hearing, you think that you might possibly be surrounded.
Are there like more on one side than the other?
I think it's fairly even, north, south, east, west.
Okay. Oshi's gonna run
Okay.
back. Oshi's gonna run as fast as she can back out to the open.
Okay. So you kind of turn on your heels and you begin to run. You lift kind of your dress up to kind of run. And as you do so, you see there's somebody steps out into the middle of the alley. You catch your eye as you see another person kind of to your left and another person just a little bit further up to the right as you start sprinting. So you're going to try and like get around them, or you're going to try and like push through them?
Get around them.
Okay, cool. So let's do an acrobatics check
Okay.
and see if you can get around. 16. All right, I'm gonna roll I'm gonna roll to see their sleight of hand and see if they manage to kind of grab you. Let's have a quick look. That one, let's do +2.
Not today.
Oh, so literally you feel as this hand kind of comes across and it grabs onto your dress, and you feel like it pull and you just like yank it and it rips part of the dress as you start sprinting and you run out into the street itself. I need some chase music now. As you run out into the street, let's do for battle music, shuffle, go. as you run out into the street and you go straight into like, it's not a very busy street at the moment. As you hear that, you just hear this sort of behind you just go, get up! And they sort of like start running after you, and you know you've got 4 people sort of chasing you now. Okay, so you kind of come out, and I think it's not, this is a problem with the Sea Ward compared to the Dock Ward, is that there doesn't tend to be huge amounts of people on the street itself, so you're really, really open as you run. Okay, so you are now currently on Ivory Street here. Okay, let me get you over so you can see where you are. There we are. Alright, let's all go over so we can all see. Alright, so, yeah, so you're currently, I'm going to say, about 10 feet in front of them as you're running. What would you like to do?
You know the shop that Laertes just came out of?
Mm-hmm.
Do you reckon she can try and get in there? She wants to get in somewhere that they won't be able to follow into without causing like a ruckus.
Okay, cool. So you kind of dip into... Oh, was it
Shades
to Darkness? Shades of Darkness. You kind of run in, and you kind of see there's a gentleman stood on a plinth, and he's having his inside leg done. And as you kind of burst through the door, you just hear "cough, please," and you just run through, and they're like, "Oh, you can't do!" And then suddenly the doors swing open, and 4 massive brutes kind of run through as well. As you leap over the counter and carry on running, as you go into the back stock room. The stock room itself is full of like these big kind of piles of fabrics and shoes and rails of clothes as you kind of run straight into it. As you can see that there's probably a door. You think there might be a door at the back.
And they've seen her come in here.
They followed you. Yeah, they followed literally. They're at 10 feet behind you, so as you jump over the counter, they sort of come in.
Right. So she might not have time to hide in between all the clothes.
You can try it. You can certainly try, but I'll do a check as well.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try and hide in some of the rows of clothing.
Okay. So let's do a stealth check.
Can I use my advantage on this?
Of course you can.
Come on! Oh, 16.
16. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do a roll as well. Oh! And actually what happens is they kind of run in and you slide under a rail as they sort of come in, and there's sort of a moment where they kind of stop and they listen. As you hear them sort of like stepping around. One of them just goes, I think she went up. As it goes all quiet. And you feel the footsteps getting closer and closer. We'll give you a chance to do something before they jump in.
She's going I mean, how quickly can someone get changed into different clothes? She's going to stand up and face them and try and brush her dress down.
So you just stand up?
In their face, yeah. Like, stand up right in front of them, as if she wasn't hiding.
Whoa. Welly, well. Oshisota.
That wasn't very gentlemanly. You owe me a new dress.
I'll put that on the tab, shall I?
Yes.
As you look up, you see that this gentleman's got this huge scar that goes right across his face. He's got like rings in his eyebrows. And his entire forehead and down his cheeks is like tattooed with eyeballs.
Okay.
As this shopkeeper sort of runs in and goes like, "Excuse me," and then this knife just goes straight to his throat. It's like, and he sort of then starts backing out of the storeroom, and you see one of the guys from behind sort of close the door. So you and some of your friends broke into our little hideout, killed lots of our friends. No, not you.
No.
Oh, no, it was the other Oshisota. Silly me. All right, guys, don't worry about it. Let's all pop off, shall we? Oh, hang on. Yeah. He kind of does this to you. See any green in there, like any green mould or anything? No? No, my fingertips a bit green. No? Oh, it's because I'm experienced, that's the one, right? Yeah. I also know that you've got a little bit of a gift of the gab, and I'm going to choose to believe the truth on this one, which will be me, right? You broke into one of our hideouts, and you killed a lot of our friends. Now my boss wants to have a chat with you. Because there was you, there's Baggi, there's Big Phatts, there's Pups, and what's the little nipper called? What's his name? And the other one behind goes Craig. Oh, that's it, Craig. Yeah, that's the one. Family's got a lovely little blacksmiths down Black Star Lane, if I remember rightly.
And there was someone else, wasn't there?
Oh yeah. And that is why my boss wants to chat with you.
Okay then. What are the terms of the deal? I'll take gold.
Oh. So you expect me to us to pay you for information? Is that how it's looking?
Is that not normally how it works?
Not like this. No. You see, there's got to be some sort of... Well, it's almost as if you've already bought something. Do you know what I mean? You've taken some lives, taken something from us. So you need to pay for that. So maybe you can give us information for start of the payment of that. And then if we don't believe you or think you might have a bit more, then maybe we can start looking at some other payments. How's that?
Okay, and when will I get the payment for the things you've taken from me?
Oh, I'm sorry. What have we taken from you?
First of all, you broke my dress. That's already on the tab.
That is on the tab. You're very true
All the
about that.
situations on Black Star Lane where I used to live.
I have no idea what you're talking about there. These sort of grins, and you can see like the platinum and gold teeth.
Or I'll just take a couple of your teeth.
Is that a threat?
No, I like gold.
I mean, I know you're quite the little earner, aren't you?
You jealous? Your boss not pay you enough? I could teach you some things, but I don't know how far you'll get with a face like yours. Quite niche, I think. Your
And he
market.
turns around and he punches you in the face. As you kind of look down and the blood sort of like hangs onto the ground and drips down. Well, I need to add on dry cleaning onto the list as well. Yeah, that's the one. Lads, can you just tie her up, would you? You got any weapons on you at all?
Just my dagger.
All right. Whereabouts is it?
If you wait before you tie me up, I'll take it out myself.
All right. And you can see as they kind of let go, they're all holding onto their weapons as you put your hand in to get the dagger out.
Yeah, it's just that strapped on the inside of her arm, so she just takes it out and throws it on the floor.
And they go back in, and they literally jump onto you and just start wrapping your arms up and wrapping your hands up. My boss wants us to have a lovely chat with you. I think we're going to have a lovely, lovely time together. So, and he kind of points over to the back door. And he's like, Dingle, open the door, would you? And you sort of see this small kind of gnome runs across, and sort of reaches up to get the door handle and pops it open. And as they open it, this cart pulls in, and you're kind of like lifted up, and sort of your feet doesn't quite touch the ground as you're pushed, as you're lifted through, and just as you can get thrown into the back of the cart, and they sort of jump in afterwards. You look back and you see like the sunshine blaring through the back, and then it just goes dark as you get a bag placed over your head. All right. So, other side of the sea. Over in Diamond Street, we see, I think, Pups, you've just been in to see Raina.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Phatts and Baggi, you're outside. Is there anything you guys are doing while we're waiting for Pups to come out?
Phatts is kind of... Baggi notices that Phatts is like trying to start to speak a lot, and he's clearly trying to choose his words correctly. No. Baggi. It had nothing to do with the fucking pot clamp or the fact that I couldn't make eggs for y'all. I just think that you're supposed to be the most sensible of the group, and if I can't rely on you, then do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, no, I don't understand how someone can be so obsessed about something so small and insignificant in the grand scheme of things.
The cutlery or the utensils. It's about living together and trying to coexist in a place of respect.
Right. Well, do you know what I'm finding difficult is the fact that you just keep bringing it up constantly. It's like you cannot let it go. How are you meant to move on if you just keep bringing it up? I've already apologised. No one else has ever been...
I think it's about the utensils.
Well, what is it then? What do you need, Big Phatts?
See, this is the problem with teenagers, is that you have to repeat yourself over and over and over again. If we are going to live together, the five of us, then there needs to be a certain level of respect and discipline when living with other people who have different needs and different wants from a place they call home. Is that clear?
Yeah. Clear as crystal. You still haven't really told me what you actually want. I've already said enough. I've apologised. I'm not going to do it again. We're going to make sure there's respect. I don't know. What do you want? Like some kind of weird rota?
I'll tell you what my fucking Pups. Hello there, Pups.
Pups is like, you almost have a moment where the camera sort of turns and you realise Pups has been stood there for quite a while. Can you hold on to some of this energy while we go and kill some idiots?
So you're on board with Neverember again?
We got a job. We can take some aggression out there.
Do I seem tense to you?
Just a little bit.
Fine.
Channel it. It's all right. We can go.
I think you're squeezing so hard that oil is like dripping from your joints.
Listen.
And he's just thinking in his head, he's like, little Rick's better not tell them about my fucking pin button.
Okay, so where do we need to go? What's the job?
Head to a street. People out of world for a second. Head to a street. Some blackguards who are roughing up some people that we know. It's been 2 weeks.
So, over in the field ward,
Burnt in Street, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, Burnt in Street. There
I
is.
told you that.
There's
For that on my own.
um,
That's called
there,
acting.
there's a group of people who are roughing up businesses and seem to be a bit thuggery. And they reckon they're connected to either the Xanathars or the Zentarum in some way. Over in the Field Ward, which is sort of like north of the city. It's not technically a ward itself, but it's kind of like a slum that has become part of the city. So you think the Dock Ward is poor, the Field Ward is a whole different ballgame.
Pups like wrings his hands, like cracks his knuckles, and like casts exposition at 4th level and tells everyone that. And off the back of it says, like, I don't know what happens next. I haven't signed us away or signed us up for anything. We just got a job. We need some money. We deal whatever's next, okay? And I kind of need this. And we sort of look down and you realize that he's got the badge on.
So you're a harper now.
I've been a harper since I was 8 years old, Phatts.
Seemed never ever thought different a few seconds ago.
People say interesting things when they're stressed, don't they?
Yes, they do. And Pups and Phatts looks directly to Baggi.
Baggi just goes. Okay.
As they see above you, you see like all of these paper birds sort of going in and out of the building, and you kind of look up towards them, and you can kind of see all of this information kind of flowing backwards and forwards.
That's weird.
Yeah, it seems a bit like sudden flurry as well. It's like loads have suddenly started going.
Baggi just turns to the rest of the group and says, "Something tells me we should hurry on this and maybe get out of here."
Agreed. I've let Oshi know where we're going. She'll meet us there.
All right. Let's get going.
So as you sort of turn to kind of go down towards the gatehouse to the property, suddenly the doors burst open and Neverember just goes, stop. And he's sort of clear that he's run down his many steps. He's like, they've taken Oshi.
What?
Who?
We believe
Where?
it's a Zentarum. Just now. Over in Ivory Street.
That's not far, right?
No, it's not. It's not. However, our informants lost them from there. They got thrown into the back of a cart.
Well, we need to catch up. We need to go now, right?
Yeah, I would probably say yes now. Look, this is a very dangerous moment. We've heard a lot of chatter of the Zentarum. They are looking for revenge, and I am concerned that Oshi may have the brunt of that revenge. So go now.
So this is a grab, a smash and grab and run. This is not a engage and kill everyone in the room kind of deal, I'm guessing.
No, my informant said that they saw her bound, being put into the back of the cart. If they wanted her dead, they would have done it on the spot. They're taking her somewhere.
Could you try your sending stone, Phatts?
Yeah, I sent her a thing a second ago. She very rarely replies. It's like she leaves me on red or something. But I'll try again. I'll try. And then like puts in like a "where are you" kind of message.
As we kind of cut over to, you feel this kind of like shaking cart. Could you do a survival check for me, please, Oshi? No.
No,
Oh, You're trying to figure out like the left and the right leanings, like left lean, right lean, to see if you can kind of figure out. And you go to put your hand into your pocket to sort of like message the left and the right, and the stone's gone. You can't find the stone.
Shite.
And you remember when you might have heard it fall out of your pocket inside the shop. As we come back over, you have no idea where you're going. It's just gone. You don't know if it's left or right. As we go back over to you guys, and we see you standing there with the stone, waiting for a message to return.
Nothing. Like we're wasting time. We've got to get to Ivory Street, and then I don't know. We've tracked one person before. We can track someone else. Like it's Oshi.
We can do this on the move. Come on, let's go.
So you begin running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so you guys, I don't think it takes you very long. It's literally, if you carried on at Diamond Street, this junction, you would find Ivory Street.
And I've got a feat that gets me like secret passageways and stuff. So can we shave a bit more time off that?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. No, it's gonna help. It's gonna help when looking for tracks and stuff. So yes, you cut off about maybe 5-10 minutes off of it. As you kind of arrive, you see that there's like this let's go for an elf, and they're sort of stood just outside of Shades to Darkness, and they look over at you as you kind of run around the corner, and you see them sort of make a beeline towards you. And they walk over to you and they put their hand out to you, Pups.
I take their hand and do the handshake.
I say, okay, so she ran in there. 4 guys, or 4 people, fully tattooed with eyeballs. I mean, she did well. She legged it past them, but they caught up with her in there.
You saw them go in there. You didn't see them come out.
They came out the back door. But it might be worth talking to the shopkeeper. They may have seen something. And into a cart. And from there, I didn't see. They literally just went. They could be anywhere. I'm sorry. It's the best I can do.
You did your best. Thank you, friend.
And he sort of bows, and then he sort of just turns, puts his hood up, and just kind of walks into the crowd and disappears.
We go into the shop.
And as you kind of go in, the whole place is pandemonium. Like there's stuff everywhere. It's been smashed up, and you see this human gentleman, sat there. He's like trying to fold a piece of fabric over and over again, and he's just like, "Sorry, we're closed." And he's trying to fold stuff.
Hey! Let me help you with that.
He kind of leans over, and you see as he kind of moves the fabric over to look at you, you see his hands are doing this. And he's sweating, but he's completely grey.
It's okay. It looks like it's been a long day. Let me take care of some of this. I'll start like just tidying up and cleaning up and just sort of look over at Baggi and Phatts as I do so. I just try to sort of like help and calm and soothe.
He kind of goes to grab a cigarette. He's got really high perception. He's got the highest passive perception.
Me.
11.
18.
18. You notice there's a tiny little cut on his throat. Just here. Almost looks like a shaving cut.
Yeah. What happened?
It's like they just she ran in, jumped over like some sort of heroic wombat and jumped into the storeroom. And 4 brutes went after her. I do hope she's okay. And he's down matches, and he sort of strikes another match, and it sort of breaks off. And he's just like, God damn it. And he tries to do another one, and it sort of snaps off. And he sort of because it's very clear that he's quite shocked by everything.
Could we maybe go and check out to see where she was? And my friend here can help you with a light for that.
But what are you City Watch?
No, we're not, and neither were they.
I see. She's a friend of yours.
Yes.
I see. I tried to stop them, but they put a blade to my throat.
Okay. You did well to survive.
Are you some sort of adventurer?
Something like that.
Oh my god, he's huge. And he kind of looks over at Big Phatts. He sort of like leans in to go under the door frame. Probably sideways as well to kind of get in.
Howdy.
Oh my word. And he's just sort of like, you can see he's beginning to feel a little faint by looking up at you.
Listen, we're going to check out the back, see if we can find any clues as to the whereabouts of our missing friend. I hope you don't have any problems with that.
Of course. Please. And he kind of gestures to the door, but it seems as if he can't go to the door. It's almost as if he might be too terrified of the door itself.
It's all right. You stay put.
And then he tries to break it, and he tries to light another match, and it breaks. It's like, God damn it, I just want a cigarette! And he sort of like starts to get really frustrated.
What are you smoking?
This is T-Dub Shag.
Below par. Cigar pops out of his mouth.
Oh my.
Here, take one of mine.
Thank you.
Forget we were ever here.
Of course. And if I want more?
Cart. Big batch.
Big Fat. And then he looks over and he's like, you're the Black Star 4.
That's
Of
right.
course. And then he kind of goes into kind of clean. Of course. I won't have to say a word. Go get them.
After this is all done and dusted, come visit us in the North Ward in 2 weeks' time. You want more of those smokes, I can sort you out. Thank you for your
course.
time.
Of course. And he sort of like just stares at this, almost like an autograph. And then goes to try and put a cigar in his mouth, goes to light the match, and the match breaks. As you start walking towards the door, Baggi, do you help him out, or are you just going to sit there clicking with your lighter?
No,
I can imagine you just like click, clomp.
I
click.
feel like she was there. She reached in and was like, "Oh God, this could blow his head off." So yeah, she pulls it out, turns it down, and then lights it for him.
I like the idea. You've actually got all these intricate,
Yeah,
different
there's
screws
different
for
settings.
different settings.
Yeah. It's
like
either a disty flame or it's firebolt.
so like
there's no in between.
it's almost like a vape. You've just got all
Yeah.
these different settings that you can kind of set to it, and you kind of light his cigar for him as you guys sort of as you open the back. You see the place is in fairly good order. Does somebody want to do a perception check for me?
I'll do a little
Not me.
perception. Oh, I was going to use a bomb. Because the time of today is all out of whack. I was
On
definitely
Monday, you can use a bomb.
Oh yeah,
Monday
you've got 3
was
days to call that in
bomb
advance.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, I'll take the advantage on that then. So, because you need to spend them, don't you, really,
I've
Evie?
got
So,
thank you all. I'm spending them today. Yes.
so, you see the kind of beautiful stock room. You see some fantastic fabrics in there as well. There's a particular one that takes your eye. It's sort of a wonderful red, very similar to your shawl that you have. And it's that moment you realise actually how expensive that shawl really is. But you do see like one of the rails looks as if it's like all the rails are perfectly lined with these like suits. One of them is split apart slightly. And and you that's the place that you beeline towards. And as you kind of get closer, you see that the shoes have also been pushed backwards as if someone slid in. So you kind of go towards that spot.
Yeah, she immediately goes like straight over and just says, "She must have hidden here." But they obviously found her.
I think with an 18 as well, you see sort of the room's immaculate, but you see there's a number of different footprints that lead from the door you just came in. You think about 5 people, sorry. One of which has got like a slightly smaller back heel, and they all barrel to the end. But as they go through the back door, you see now there's only 4 sets, and every now and then there's a 5th foot.
Right.
Almost as if someone's been lifted and they're sort of lifted across. But you kind of like start searching that area for stuff. Do you want to do a quick investigation of that spot?
Yes, please.
wanna
I'm going to use an advantage.
Yay.
I remembered. Yay, it's a
20.
20.
You kind of, as you're sort of looking across and looking down there, you feel a slight vibration off the floorboards. And you kind of look down, and underneath, underneath a pinstripe suit, you find her stone.
She literally just turns to Pups and holds it up. That's why she hasn't been answering. So she hid here. They came in. They found her here, and then it looks like they went out that way. And I think Oshi was being carried.
All right, let's get moving.
Yeah. We'll just start like scurrying, pushing all the stuff out of the way, and trying to like get out.
Big Phatts, as you kind of like follow with Pups, he's kind of like throwing stuff literally as he's going through. Just before you leave the door, you see a mirror, and as you go past the mirror, you've had this like wonderful black or charcoal grey fabric which is pinstriped, and it sort of landed on your shoulder, and you kind of walk past, you see it, and you just take a second.
Take a second, and I look at it and I go,
That fucking prick was wrong. I'm shiny as hell.
And you kind of then push the fabric off and crack on through the door. So you step outside, and it's a very typical back like courtyard, very similar to the back of number 3 in Black Star, and behind the brewery and stuff. It's sort of a big storage area. The good thing is this is not a paved area. This is a dirt area. And you kind of look out from there. I think who's kind of gets out first? Is it Pups who gets out first?
Yeah, unless Baggi went beforehand.
It could have been Baggi, because I feel like she was sort of following the smaller heeled footprint, because she thinks that's probably Oshi's compared to the others.
So you kind of come out to the back, and you then notice that all of the footmarks then disappear. Like they stop and then they disappear. They don't disappear, they just like stop and
They just stop. Is there any sign of any track marks, or shall I roll for it?
Okay, so this is a slightly different one, because now we're looking at tracking. So now we're going to do some survival and see if you...
Oh.
I know, right?
Exciting. I'm going to use an advantage on a survival check.
It's literally, I think, if we were drinking today, it would be drink every time that Evie says, I'm going to use my advantage.
I got so many. It's an 18.
Great. You think it's 2-horse carriage. I think that's quite fast. You see them go off to the east, or the northeast. You think with 2 carriages, given the amount of time that's gone, they have to be either within the sea ward or the north ward now. But you have something to sort of track. You think it's definitely some sort of carriage, because there's sort of wheel marks on there as well. But I don't think you see any other clues other than the direction.
So Baggi turns to Pups and then Big Phatts and just says, well, those footprints end here. It looks like there's a carriage going that way, and it looks like it would be going pretty fast. Probably 2 horses on each one. So we just need to follow them, unless anyone has any
Nice.
better ideas.
We're gonna get there quickly. We should get a carriage ourselves.
How can we follow the tracks?
I'm not suggesting we hire one. I'm suggesting we steal one.
Are there any? Do there happen to be any carriages around nearby, or what's sort of on the street?
I think you'd have to come out onto the street itself to see them. So you sort of follow the tracks out of the courtyard onto the street.
Yeah.
Right.
It's at that point that there are now hundreds of track marks as you come out onto the street. As you kind of put your hand into your... Actually, let's do a perception check. Anybody do a perception check?
Okay.
Nice.
12, but my passive is 18.
All right, I'll take the 18. You see a newspaper sort of against a lamppost in the wind, and then it flips off and begins to sort of fly. And it reminds you of a bird, like a paper bird. And you kind of like have a thought of how you might be able to track them.
What if you send a message to Oshi with your paper things?
That is the paper jobbies, the paper things.
The foldy, floaty, fly message thing. That knows where Oshi is, right?
Yeah. Yes.
How fast does
will
it
know.
go?
Pretty fast, and it will go the quickest route possible. So we're going to have to be able to keep up once we've sent it.
Okay. And keep up.
That's this has beelined out into the street and has stood in front of moving traffic.
So literally, there's like this horse, and it's sort of like you. Actually, yeah, it's a guy going across, and he's sort of like, I must remember to get some cheese on the way. Whoa! And it's sort of like, and the horse is like, and he sort of.
Whoa there now.
Jesus Christ! You want to get yourself killed?
Oh, it's Big Phatts, actually. I'm here to take your vehicle.
No, I don't think so. I've got to
Don't
deliver
worry.
you something.
No time to argue, sir. And he
And he's
walks
like,
over and he
He's like, and he just seems just like, but you can't. And it's sort of like gets carried over and lumped down. And as he gets dropped down, he has a little ferocious temper, and he starts like kicking your leg. And he's this tiny little halfling, and he's sort of like, wait, you can't do this. This is my. Well, I suppose you can do this. I suppose you can't.
Tell me where you live. We'll bring it back afterwards. This is a matter of importance.
And you kind of look at the side of the cart, and it shows it just says shit sweeps, keeping your cleans nice and safe and clean. As you realise the whole of the back is like full of dung and stuff.
Oh, fucking hell.
This will work for us. Thank you very much.
I'm just getting GTA vibes so much.
So I think, Pups, you're now looking like, all right, how do I get on the roofs? How do I get around? Because you're already thinking about alleyways, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and take it on foot, but before I set off, I get one of my darts and I like jam it into my hand, so I start to bleed, and I put spats of blood on top of the bit of paper that Baggi is about to write on, because if we've got 10,000 of these birds flying around, we want to be able to follow the one that's slightly red.
Nice, really good idea, really, really nice.
And Pups looks at the cart full of dung and is like, "Not again, not today."
I forgot about that. I think, Baggi, you take the piece of paper.
Take the piece of paper.
And you look over at Big Phatts, and the Big Phatts is already sat on the carriage, and the carriage is like this. Cigar out. And every time you take a drag, like this, like flame kind of comes out from nowhere from behind you, like in the dung patch, like.
Is Big Fat sat in the driver's seat, or is he sat like?
You're goddamn right. That's his land vehicles as a part of his proficiencies.
Oh, yes, mate.
Thank goodness for that, because Baggy's looking at that horse just like, fuck's sake, fucking animals. Right.
He's also got animal handling. I don't know how I've prepared for this, but I have.
This is so perfect for Big Phatts.
On the piece of paper, Baggy gets out her favourite pen and writes an innocuous message that literally just says, Oshi, your dry cleaning is ready to be picked up, or something like that. That's just like an errand, so that it's not, but hopefully she'll realise that who it's from, as it is the paper bird, and she hasn't done any dry cleaning or whatever. And she holds up the bird, like it hasn't quite formed itself yet. It's still just the paper. And she looks to Pups and goes, "Ready?"
Pups like goes down like the 100-meter dash.
Big Phatts, ready?
Giddy up.
Let's go. And she lets go of it, and it just floats up and then forms into this bird and starts to sense the which direction.
It sort of like sits there and sort of goes and flies in a circle for a while, and it just goes boom and just goes as we see Pups fucking leg it. So let's I'm gonna get you to do some athletics to jump up, because I think you're gonna try and get onto the roofs as quickly as possible. Would be the smart move. So we'll do that, and then we're going to go to the giddy up moment, because that's always a cool spot. So you run up over to a building, as you can hear Big Phatts sort of like take the whip to kind of get the horses going. So let's do a quick acrobatics.
Acrobatics, here we go. Roll those dice. Natural 20! Parkour!
Parkour. So tell me what that parkour looks like.
Popcorn.
Popcorn. I think Pups runs to a nearby alley with a mysteriously familiar metal fence. I did, by the way, catch that perfect screenshot of Evie going before she froze, so we do have that. And runs to this narrow alley and just does that thing where he like runs up the wall 2 steps and then jumps back on himself to the other wall and back and back and back and back and back until he gets to the top.
Nice. And as you get to the top, there she is.
Yay!
We'll just wait for this. They're going to sort out. As she kind of gets to the top, you notice that the paper bird is now right above your head, because you managed to kind of get up so quickly. I'm just going to wait for the screen to go back. It's still not going back to normal. So... give me a second. You kind of manage to kind of follow it, and you start. There we are, good. And you start running with the bird. As we go back to this moment of the whip moment, as we go for Big Phatts' giddy up.
Giddy up.
Yes. And then do a quick animal handling check for me, please.
I'm going to use my advantage for this.
Woo!
Come on, big money.
Yeah.
20, baby.
It's literally, I think Baggy's just got on, so it hasn't had a chance to actually sit. As she gets pushed right backwards. Doesn't get into the dung though, which is always good. As these horses just fucking go. I think the way it works is, Baggy, you're keeping an eye out on the bird, and yeah, Big Phatts, you're just going like the clappers. As we see you kind of like swing around the corner, the camera kind of comes up and we see Pups sort of running, sort of jumping and sliding down roofs, as we see the paper bird flow, and then it sort of turns left and swings. As we kind of go far ahead of it until we come through into a warehouse. And we see somebody sat in a chair with a bag over their head. As the bag is kind of like taken off, stood in front of you is a tall orc. And he kind of like bends down towards you, Washi, and just says, "Are you scared yet?" As we take a little break there. Nicely done, everybody.
Washi, I want to play a game.
Yeah, you've got a contraption in your mouth that's sort of like,
Oh, no.
Oh no!
there's a key somewhere. Really, really lovely. Well done, everybody. So far, hopefully we're going to get Oshi back, which is going to be great. But we've been talking to some wonderful people, and we've got a group that we're now going to be calling our sisters in the RPGs, who've been kind of like kind enough to kind of do some stuff with their podcast, I believe. Dan, so we're going to show a little bit of a video they sent over to us, so that people can start getting interest, and then we're going to talk about them a bit more as we go through the next few weeks or so. So I hope you enjoy this from Merely Role Players, and I think we're going to have a little break, and we'll come back and see you in a bit. All right?
Woo!
Okay, bye!
Aye.
Life's a game, the world's a stage, and we're merely role players. Now playing in the main house, Vigil.
It's true. My department has abandoned this town and left you to fend for yourselves against your worst nightmares. But I promise I'm not going anywhere, and I'm asking you to join me. Your neighbours never need to wake up and remember their nightmares, because we'll be there, keeping watch.
Vigil, a Merely Role Players production. Search for Merely Role Players wherever you find podcasts. Maximum drama guaranteed.
Sabotage the DM is celebrating its 1-year anniversary.
To mark the occasion, we're streaming 7 days of content, wall to wall.
I'm so excited, guys. We've got... Oh. And... And mostly... Oh.
Some days we're streaming 14 hours.
To find out more, just click the link below. Just there. Somewhere. Down there. Yeah.
Sabotage the DM is celebrating its 1-year anniversary.
To mark the occasion, we're streaming 7 days of content, wall to wall.
I'm so excited, guys. We've got... Oh. And... And mostly... Oh.
Some days we're streaming 14 hours.
To find out more, just click the link below. Just there. Somewhere. Down there. Yeah.
Life's a game, the world's a stage, and we're merely role players. Now playing in the main house, Vigil.
It's true. My department has abandoned this town and left you to fend for yourselves against your worst nightmares. But I promise I'm not going anywhere, and I'm asking you to join me. Your neighbours never need to wake up and remember their nightmares, because we'll be there, keeping watch.
Vigil, a Merely Role Players production. Search for Merely Role Players wherever you find podcasts. Maximum drama guaranteed.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a nice little break, and I hope that you're still with us. I say it's been a very exciting first half, actually. Lots of chases, we've had an animal handling check.
We have.
Who'd have checked? And just so many crits. It's been insane. So many crits. But we're on the hunt to try and find where Oshi has been taken to by she's been stolen by the Xanathar's guild. And I think you guys are hot on the chase with a paper bird in flight.
Yeah,
chasing through, which has been great. So really, really nice. Oh, Dad, you've changed your clothing.
Not only have I changed my clothing, Joe, I am wearing sleeves.
Ooh.
And when I'm wearing sleeves, you know it's a special occasion.
It's serious.
It is serious. So we are doing another sale in the merch store.
Yeah!
Woo! So this one is this is our new Bakelite top. It's a little bit svelte on me because this is for our Evie James. It's got all of the, I hope you can see that. Help me out.
Yes.
I thought you were going to show your arse crack.
Yeah. The night is young, Mr. Thompson. So what we're going to do is, last time we had Oshi kills. This time, we're going to throw it out to the entire group. So we are going to make a note of our points totals throughout all of this. And whoever has the highest points total, that is going to be the percentage of, that's going to be the percentage discount off that we put in the store for next week for the anniversary week. So whoever scores the highest in a single turn, not cumulatively, Mark Jefford, but whoever scores the highest single amount in a turn, we will put that as a discount onto our store starting immediately as this stream finishes in the future.
Ooh. Nice. Yeah. Really lovely.
Now I'm going to take this off.
Yeah, give it back.
Get it off. Get it off.
Get it off.
Get it off. Off.
Bow, 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 bow.
I won.
Hey, Zach there.
Hey, Zachy. Lovely to see you. Oh, and I have to do this as well at some point. Yep, good.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right. So, all right. So keep
All
your
right.
eyes open for the highest amount of damage that we will do in this battle that may or may not happen. But
Yeah.
we'll go from there. All right. So,
And then obviously once we know who it is, that person will have a discount code, and we will tell you what that discount code is at the end.
Of course. Great. So let's crack on from there then, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to put some music on. I know we've already got some music, but I'll put some different music on. Okay. We see Oshisota, and you realise, Oshi, that your arms are bound to the chair, and your legs are also sort of bound together. And bound to the bottom of the chair. The chair seems to be sort of screwed in. You're in a very, very small room. I'd say maybe 15 foot by 15 foot. And in front of you is this very ugly looking orc. He has just got one single tattoo, like almost like his third eye here of an eye. And you see him sort of come out of the darkness, and he says, "Are you scared yet?"
Have I got anything to be scared of?
So I see just the confidence that sort of brims through you is amazing, I must say. I mean, having the confidence and the gall to march into one of our hideouts as well and just start taking people out. You do know who our organisation is, right?
Sorry.
You ever heard of Xanathar?
Don't really know. Now, forgive me for assuming this much about the underground world or networks.
Okay. The great beholder who sees all beneath the city. The lord of crime himself. The controller of the underworld. I guarantee every job that you've done has in some way been connected to Xanathar. In some way.
So we're kin then? You and I?
No. Do you pitch yourself as a slightly more of an enemy now? There's a couple of things you've done, really. There was a little kid, such a young'un, just really started in our organisation. He pitched that he wanted to take over just a little bit of the city from another group of people. They were called the Blades, and we sort of helped him out. But you stopped that, didn't you? For a start.
There was someone that I knew that was just starting out and just wanted to have a home, a tiny little bit of Black Star Lane. But he stopped that, didn't he?
Yeah. And then you got involved with something that's way bigger than you, didn't you? Want to talk about that?
You'll have to enlighten me. I meet lots of people all day.
I suppose it started with a little fist fight. That's when you kind of, outside of Black Star Lane, when you actually came to people who mattered, that was the first bit of blood that you drew. I had to drag him out the yawning portal. Dead. Do you remember that one?
The yawning portal.
All right. And he kind of like leans back and he wanders over. And he's got a bag that's on the floor. And he kind of pops open the bag. And he kind of rustles through. You hear what sounds like metal implements. And he kind of turns around. Kind of comes out with a pair of pliers.
I know. It was one of your lot attacking an innocent woman, I think.
Nah, she wasn't innocent. She was a Zentarum. Don't know if you noticed, we're a little bit of a war between us at the moment. So that's kind of how it started. You kind of stopped a fight on an innocent woman. And you went off on a little job to go and find someone, didn't you? It would be so much easier if you could be a little bit more forthcoming. I mean, I find it quite difficult to keep continually filling in the blanks, you know what I mean?
But you already know, though, don't you?
I want you to tell me.
Sorry, I haven't caught your name.
That doesn't matter. So, you did a little job, didn't you?
Looked for someone, yeah.
Who was it you were looking for?
Some bloke with red hair. I don't care, I just see the gold.
Some bloke with red hair. See, my operatives had the same problem. Some bloke with red hair made a small mistake. Grabbed the wrong bloke with red hair. Because there was another bloke with red hair, wasn't there?
You should have had me on the job. I'd have got the right one.
I do like you, I do like you. You see, we wanted the other man. You tell me what his name is, please.
I don't know which was the one we were supposed to get.
He just kind of puts his hand on your hand and sort of separates your fingers a little bit.
I know that we saved some bloke called Neverember.
Okay, good. What was his first name? He sort of opens and closes the pliers.
Excuse me for a moment while I go through my notes, sir.
Hang on a second. Pops out of the bounds and sort of goes in a bag. It's a notebook.
You might have to. Can I do a history check, please?
Yeah, sure.
First name? I didn't even know he had a first name.
Because of Oshi is definitely not one for details like this. Let's do a history check on it.
15?
Yeah, so it's Raina.
Oh, Raina. Okay, Raina, Raina.
That's close
Maybe
enough.
his parents were hippies, I don't know.
Oh, his parents were definitely not hippies.
Oh.
Do you know anything about his family at all?
I had this problem in school as well. I feel like people ask me questions if I'm supposed to know stuff, and I genuinely don't know or really care. Should I? Who is family?
Okay, that's fine. So you don't know about that. You know about the game? The great game.
I thought I'd be able to be a bit more useful, impress you a bit. I don't know the game.
The thing is, I'm starting to think that you're lying to me. Because every time I'm asking you more questions, you seem to smile, which is very nice. But you're just not giving me any answers, really, are you? So let's try again. Do you know anything about a game? A great game.
I'm assuming it's got something to do with Neverember.
And he kind of pulls out from his pocket a chain with a locket in it. And the locket's got a face inside and one side secret. So, one more time. Do you know anything about a game? And you can see that he's starting to become a little bit more focused now.
I don't think Oshi does know. I don't think she's ever been told. The other three know, don't they?
He looks at you and you can see that he's trying to figure this out. So why have you got this locket?
I found it in a building.
Which building?
One with a big devil in the middle of it.
Yeah. The old building owned by the Greylands. The Zentarum building.
Ah. Hmm.
Do you know what was inside this?
When I got it, it was empty.
I mean, we couldn't find it on you, but I'll ask you, where is it?
The what? The locket?
What was inside the locket? Where is it?
The owner of the locket was actually extremely upset when I gave it back to them and it was empty.
And he sort of he gets up. So where's the item that was inside this locket?
There was no item inside the locket. I didn't get there in time.
And he wanders behind you. Where's the item that was inside this locket?
It must be in your base.
And as soon as you get to you must be in, you feel the locket chain go over your head, and he pulls. And he pulls and he pulls. And you feel yourself kind of losing breath, and then he kind of releases. So where's the item that was inside this locket?
I think it's been hidden, from what I know.
Did you hide it?
No.
Okay. What's your name of your best friend in the whole wide world?
Somebody much worse than you's already got to him.
Oh, no, I'm just asking the question. Who's your best friend in the whole wide world?
Chunk, why?
Good. Okay. We're starting on a nice track here. So what do you know about the Great Game?
I know it's something to do with Neverember and it's very important to you.
Do you know who the players are in the Great Game?
I can guess one family.
Please enlighten me.
The Castellantes.
See? You do know something about the Great Game. All it took was saying the name of your best friend. That was the one, wasn't it? So, Castellantes. Good. Who else is involved in the Great Game?
Neverember?
You could say that. You see, we really wanted to have a chat with him, but my operatives got it wrong. Got round the wrong way. You always said that I'm very interested in the Great Game, and yeah, you could say there's Xanathar as a player in the Great Game. We're very interested in that object. Very interested in any information that might help with the game. Who else do you think's part of the Great Game? Or who else do you know is part of the Great Game?
The Zentara.
3 big pillars. It's a great game. Now, are you a player?
Of the Great Game?
Yes.
I'm flattered that you put me on the same level as the 3 great pillars, but, and I hate to admit this, I'm a nobody.
You're a nobody. No one. He turns around and goes over to his bag. No one. Why would I be talking to no one? So you are someone, aren't you, really? Well, let's talk about your family for a little while, shall we? No one. And he kind of turns. He's got like what looks like almost like a saw. He kind of just swings it in his hand. Let's talk about your family for a little bit, shall we?
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Here's your family. Oshisota.
You know they are.
I want you to tell me.
They're some of the greatest assassins that have ever lived, apparently.
Not apparently. literally. You're not nobody. You stumbled upon something that might get you a lot of gold, and you've already said that you enjoy gold. Something tells me if you could, you would be part of this great game.
It's nice that we're getting to know each other like this.
You see, I'd rather it that there's only 3 players in the great game. So how about this? You notice you've got, you dropped a knife, but we know that you're quite fond of a bow. I'll let you keep your bow fingers. Okay? If you maybe stay out of the game, and anything you do find out, you come and speak to us about it. How's that sound? I'm just asking for something in the future. If you find out any information, you come to us about it.
And all that's in it for me is that I get to keep 2 fingers.
Oh, it's that as well, but okay, I know where your home is. I know where your friends live. I know where your sister is. So I suppose those things are also in as well, I suppose, yeah. Oh, I know little Craig's little blacksmith. I know that as well. How else do we know? You sort of like see him pondering. He's like, these are the things that you gain.
So my parents are dead then?
All you need to do is just give me a little bit of information when you find out.
My parents are dead then? Or do you not know where they are?
The thing is, I'm asking a lot of questions here. You don't really get to ask questions that often.
I don't have a choice, do I?
It's always a choice.
My choice is normally the best deal.
True. You have a little ponder about this. All right. I'll be back in a little while. He goes towards the door, goes to take the door handle, and he's like, oh, silly me. And he turns around, takes the bag, and just puts the bag over your head. And you can hear him do an incantation of something. And you just suddenly start hearing a song that starts playing. And you start hearing row, row, row your boat as he casts magic mouth as it goes on and on and on and on. So you hear the door sort of shut behind you. So you can feel, now you know that you're alone, you hear row, row, row your boat over and over and over again. But you can feel the ropes, you can feel everything that's where you are, but you can't see anything yet. Is there anything that you want to try and do now that you know the door's shut?
Can
you literally go through all of your like horror movies, sort of Saw, like how do they get out?
Can I? Oh, I don't think I can do it yet. Skill or tool proficiency. There's nothing I can do because I don't have anything on me. No, I think she's just gonna wait.
She's gonna wait. Okay. As we kind of leave you.
She's still got a pendant, hasn't she, around her neck?
I think so, yeah. I think you still have your pendant. I don't think they would think that should be removed. I don't think they're clever enough for that. But we kind of leave you, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, as we kind of like begin to come out of the room. as we go over to a flying bird. It's like running across as we see Pups is sort of running, and it sort of skids as the bird turns, and his like feet slide across a bunch of tiles, and these like tiles kind of fly into the air as we look down to the bottom of the street, and we see the horses careen around the corner, and the whole cart kind of like goes up onto two wheels. And there's like both of you are like leaning over as it swings around into a street, and all you can hear is like really over everything is big Phatts sort of bellowing, almost like a police siren to kind of get people out of the way as you're running through. And you run all the way to the kind of the other side of the North Ward. There is a moment where you need to jump over the high road, and sort of Pups, you sort of run and you sort of skid as you kind of realize that it's a massive jump, and you start seeing the bird sort of starting to kind of get away from you. So you kind of turn and you try and figure out how to get over this hole as you see the cart comes careening into the high road, which is an incredibly busy street, Big Phatts. So as you're sort of galloping, you can see the traffic sort of going at a very slow pace, really, as you start coming up to the junction. What are you going to do to kind of do this? And Baggi, you're the same. You're like seeing that you're about to go into an extremely busy street. It's almost like, imagine if you're like racing through London and then you suddenly kind of come into Oxford Street. You know, it's that kind of thought.
Phatts is whipping away at the horses. He turns over to Baggi, who's there, and he's like, "You know, it's mostly donkey. Donkey, a couple horses, and I reckon a few sheep."
Oh God, I don't know.
The dog, it's mostly donkey.
Are you not seeing what I'm seeing, Phatts?
Yeah, I'm just trying to distract myself from almost certain death as it's approaching rapidly. Can you do anything about it?
Baggi's just thinking what she could maybe do. How many people roughly are there? Like roughly, like just normal people.
Normal people around.
Yeah.
The high road is one of the main roads that goes sort of north to south of the city. So it's quite it's a very busy street. Very, very busy street. Sort of double laned almost of sort of carts and people moving and market stalls. It's a very, very, very busy street.
Okay.
But you see that all you need to do is get through the junction. That's all you need to do, because the bird is continuing on.
Yeah. Oh God. There's something that I want to do, but I'm really worried it's gonna hurt loads of people.
What would Baggi do?
You're gonna hurt passers-by. Abandon that worry quickly. We haven't got long.
Okay, so Baggi thinking of Oshi and knowing that she's got to do it. She's rummaging, and that entire time that I was thinking, Baggi was actually just thinking, looking at all the shit she has with her, and she pulls out the music box, and kind of looks at Phatts and is like, if I do this, some people might get hurt, but it will get them out the way. Oh, it's a terrible idea. I think this is a really bad idea.
I think it's brilliant.
Oh, okay.
So do you start turning it?
Yeah, she starts turning it.
bum ba bum ba 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 bum bum ba 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 bum ba 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 ba, and then you buck it. You just chuck it forward.
Chuck it.
And it's like dun 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 boom, and it's Thunderwave, isn't it, that you cast?
It is Thunderwave.
It's like a sound bomb lands in the middle of the street, and it just goes boom, and it sort of like pushes away all of these carts. All the horses sort of like rear up, and sort of like the traffic opens up as people begin to be flung, not too badly. Nobody gets too badly
10
hurt.
feet or so, maybe. Yeah, it's
But
alright.
so it sort of like looks as if it's going to be clear as you start going through, and then this horse bolts. And Big Phatts, you see it at the last second of being able to kind of get around it. As Pups goes for the run, or tries to get over this gap.
Does it look jumpable on a run?
I think
Does it look touch and go?
I think it's touch and go, but you're like, and he's sort of like looking at it, going, yeah, come on.
Okay. Yeah, so Pups sort of. Okay, I'm gonna try and jump it first, and
You're gonna have to land in the dung.
it's like what's his name in Back to the Future, just constantly ends up in shit. Yeah, so sort of like pumps up, gets the adrenaline going, and just bolts.
So let's do. I think it would be an acrobatics on this to see how far you do.
20.
20. Great. So you jump.
20.
And sort of actually, as you're running, you see their cart, and as it is going towards this horse that's bolted. As you kind of leave and you leap into the air, and you sort of just like flowing through in slow motion. As we go back to Big Phatts. So Big Phatts, what are you going to do? This cart is just suddenly pulled out.
Oh God!
Oh, I've got such a sinister idea.
Thunder waving Oxford Circus.
Yeah, right.
Javelin, a horse.
He's going to chuck a javelin at the horse. Try and get it to go or to stop.
I don't know. I don't know. One of the two. I'm going to try and throw a javelin at the horse's tail, so that it bolts further.
Okay, cool. Let's go for an attack roll.
I was this close to killing a horse.
Oh, this is how much we need Oshi back. It just goes to show.
Oshi is the moral compass of this group. Okay.
Dan, how many advantages do I have left?
You have 4.
Okay, all right. I will use one of these. I'll use one on this. Okay, get out!
20. Great. So as you kind of chuck it, you sort of like you kind of holding onto the reins, and you sort of stand up.
Amazing.
And you chuck it across, and it just like it doesn't hit the horse. What it does is sort of like goes past it to smack its butt, and
it's wobbling in the air.
And it does that sound as it bolts, and as you kind of go through, you can see it sort of moving, and the two of you like, oh! as you just like, boom, you just miss it as you crack on at full pace, straight across the street. Big Pups, you sort of jump into the air, and then as you jump, you realise you're not going to make it. But you see the horse bolting. And as you kind of like, you're starting to come down towards where the horse might be and the cart might be. As you land, but I'm going to need an acrobatics to see what you do from there.
Okay. Come on. 13?
13. All right. With that, I think you won't be able to kind of spring off it.
Yeah.
So you sort of land and you roll off the edge and you roll onto the ground. But you keep running. So you kind of like get back up and you keep running, but now you've got to get back up again. And that's the point that you see the bird disappear over the buildings that you're now looking up at. As you try and like scramble back up again. So let's do another acrobatics to try and get up the thing.
As we go, can I help myself by pulling out my bladed chain and like swinging it up almost like a grappling hook and try to like get up with it?
Yeah, let's do that with advantage then.
Did that roll? It's going to roll 22.
Yeah. 22, yep. So you just sort of like, you use it almost like a pendulum. So you sort of like swing, grab, and you swing up and flip and throw it again and sort of Tarzan your way up.
Getting an Attack on Titan vibe.
Yeah. As you kind of like swing over to the top. But I think, yeah, you end up having to kind of drop it a little bit to keep running, I think.
Yeah.
Because you won't be able to unhook it at the end, otherwise you're going to lose it. So you crack on. But luckily Baggi's kept their eye on it the whole time and they're kind of cracking through. You chase it for another 4 or 5 minutes, and you actually go past Troscott Alley, and you start making your way down to Tarza Street down here. Let's do that. There you go. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, great. Do you make your way down to there? And what you see is the paper bird sort of like circles, and then goes through a window of a warehouse. As you kind of look across and you see this kind of mass warehouse. So let me kind of get you guys over.
Mostly donkey, couple horses, a few sheep, and a little bit of big fats.
Okay, I'm just going to pop you guys on because you won't be able to see anything.
He doesn't breathe, but he poops.
Yeah, it's like he poops like pencil case, like tin pencil cases.
If that's the case, Baggi would actually want one of those, probably.
Tin cigar holders, we'll say.
Amazing.
That's what his customers don't know.
Okay. So can you guys all see?
I
now?
can see
Pitch black.
darkness.
Oh, pitch
Nice.
black. Okay.
Yeah, all pitch black.
That's just me foreshadowing when I went, I see the darkness. I'm scared.
Let's try this. So there's the new dynamic lighting on. Has that done anything for you?
Hang on, let me move over a bit to the left. I can see my token.
But that's it.
Then, yeah, just all black behind it.
All right, give me a second. Let me just do this.
There we go.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Dynamic lighting.
Okay, so
Not for me, unfortunately.
not for you.
No.
I see. I think I know why. Let's just stick some global illumination on because it's daytime. There you go. Better?
Nice. Yeah.
Big
Nothing
Phatts?
for me.
Okay. That's fine. I can sort that out.
Don't forget to head to our Facebook and Instagram page where you can find out full scheduling of 7 days of sabotage.
Okay. Is that better, Rob?
Yes.
Great. Okay. So you kind of make your way and you kind of pull up. You see this kind of very large warehouse, the sort of shape that you've kind of seen before, but it's a different warehouse, very much definitely a different warehouse. And you can see that there's a fence, a gate, and then the yard before it kind of opens up to a very large kind of big door. You also see that there is a window over here as well. As you kind of stop and you kind of look at this large space.
Went in here.
Oh yeah, and somewhere, I think Pups, you're probably the only one that's going to hear this because of your passive. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Sort of like very faintly, very, very faintly on the wind.
Can any of you hear that?
What are you talking about?
It's like a song.
sounds like the kind of song that they make you like singing canon as a kid all the time at school. It's not far from here. But it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. It could be a distraction, it could be a trap.
I think this whole thing is likely going to be a trap.
Exactly. Whoever's taken her, they probably are aware that people will come after her eventually.
Well, the elf said that, no, Neverember said that they want her alive, so maybe they want to talk.
Well, my vote is to bust in here and start smashing skulls.
I agree. I actually agree with Phatts. I think we get in, we get Oshi, and we get out.
Yeah, I think get in, get Oshi, get out. I think that's different to smashing skulls. We could get surrounded in here. It might be worse than just a couple of Kenkus.
And let me take most of the brunt. You're sneaky. You find Oshi.
Okay. Do we remember anything about the layout of these warehouses to suggest like what the geography would be?
I think you would know that there would more than likely a big open space and probably a second floor. I mean, you can see from looking at it that there's a second floor.
Yeah, this thing here.
But I think, you know that there is another floor. But I think, general warehouse. I think you know roughly what they're going to look like and what they're going to build out as you know, there's probably going to be a staircase going up. And then you're going to need to search for a number of rooms above.
Okay.
Baggi, have you got anything that could maybe cause a bit of flame?
I think you kind of put your bag down, and as you put your bag down, there's this massive like clunk. And I think sticking out the top of it is just this nozzle with a cannon. So just sticking out the top of the bag.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So Baggi actually is just gonna pull out ye olde Eldritch Cannon. It's the first time she's got to use it.
Yeah.
And actually the first time that I've ever used one before. So, of course, you decide what type of cannon it is. And for this occasion, it shall be a flamethrower. I like to imagine it has like 6 legs. 6 spindly legs, clearly made from kitchen utensils. So she puts it down and she's silently smirking to herself.
Whoa.
Right.
Yeah. I've made use of the old utensils. And
I can see that.
yeah. So hopefully, let's see what this baby can do. Is there anything like sort of flammable nearby? Are there any sort of? I guess there probably wouldn't be any curtains, but any like hay or fabric or.
I think on the out.
Torch the fucking place immediately.
Yeah,
So you guys are out.
Fire.
You guys are outside. You see, it's a wooden made structure. It's not a stone structure. I don't think you can. I mean, the windows are simple. This is definitely a working building. It's not a house, like a living space. So I don't think you see that. The yard is mostly gravel and dirt, with a few bits of dry grass, and you're kind of stood on the kind of the street, on the side of it. But yeah, the whole building is flammable.
The whole building is what? Sorry, I lost you there a sec.
The whole building
Flammable.
is flammable. It's this big wooden building.
I don't want to torch it, that's the thing, but I would quite like to create some smoke, maybe with the grass outside.
Mm-hmm. So you just want to make smoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, do you want to jump into the yard, or do you want to try and collect the grass to sort of like stuff it around and make smoke? Is that kind of the idea?
I think so, yeah. It's like grab some grass and stuff it somewhere.
Okay.
How much tobacco do you reckon Phatts has on him?
How much do you think he realistically has on him?
I think that he would have at least a kilo of tobacco.
Okay, then you got kilo of tobacco.
Okay.
You want smoke?
Is that okay if we use that?
I mean, we can use this as an evacuation and a sales pitch. I'm happy.
Well, if you're happy, I'm happy. Pups, where are you going to go?
If you guys want to make a massive mess down here, I can check the top floor, see if I can find her. You've got that sending stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep in touch.
Will do.
All right.
Okay, so the plan, Pups, you're going to scale the building, or are you going to go through the window and try and get in quietly?
Yeah, I'm going to
Whilst
try
you
and get
guys-
in quietly on a second floor.
Okay, great. So the courtyard, so let's do you two first then. So you see the gate into the yard.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like there's any locks or anything like that on it. And you see the kind of the yard that goes over to the big double doors, which of course got like a small hole at the bottom. So that's quite a good spot. But yeah, you can kind of see this kind of expansive yard as you see Pups sort of disappear to your north. So what's your thoughts?
Does the gate in front, you said it's not locked or anything?
No, it's not locked.
Baggi, you reckon this thing is trapped?
Can I actually do a perception check on it?
Yep, sure. Let's do an investigation because you're actually going to
Investigation.
touch it.
Oh yeah, that's true. And I'll do it with advantage.
Yay!
24.
Nice. So, yeah, the gate is safe. There's nothing that seems to be connected to it.
Right. So Baggi, after sort of investigating in, touches it, just gently pushes it open, and offers for Big Phatts to go ahead of her, as it's a respectful thing to do.
Thank you. If we make it out of here alive, I might have conversations about strapping that there flamethrower to my back.
As you kind of look around, it's like follows behind Baggi. So you guys going in. Big Phatts, you're ahead, going first. Could you pop your token in for me?
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Okay, so we've got some movement. Oh, the gate's down here. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, down here.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Okay. Great. And then Baggi, are you going in as well?
Yes, I am. Okay.
Okay, Big Phatts, you take a step and you suddenly the soil just drops and you fall forward as you fall into a pit that was dug into the ground right where you are. You fall about 10 feet or so. Actually, yeah, call it 10 feet. As you land, taking only two bludgeoning damage as you land in the bottom of the thing, and you kind of look up. You're 10 foot down, but now you kind of see that this kind of big square is here. Let's get you in. There we go.
Oh.
I looked for the wrong trap.
Oh. You all right, Phatts?
Phatts trying to scale his way back up.
Yeah, sure. I think if you choose some athletics on that, just nice brute strength of it.
Yeah. Well, come on now.
17. Great. So you think you pull yourself up. Were you quiet in doing so, or were you quite loud in doing so?
Yeah. All right. Real quiet, like.
No, loud. I was likely very loud.
Okay, fine. Okay, and I think, Pups, you're just about to start the building and you kind of like snap a look towards Big Phatts. as you kind of stop and you kind of all pause for a second. Kind of like don't hear anything kind of stir, so you think you're all right. Okay, so Pups. Actually, no. Let's go with Baggi. So Baggi, you kind of get help and get up, and then you're going to start kind of like putting these fires around. Is that kind of the idea?
Yeah. Well, now I'm wondering about the hole. Is it like that big sort of square foot hole? Do you think that was like a trap, or is it just a big hole? It's
definitely a trap. It looks as if they've kind of laid things across the top of it to make it hidden.
Okay. Baggi turns to Phatts and is like, I mean, is it worth starting a little smoky fire down there? Be more
And
contained.
we got ourselves a pit.
Mm-hmm. But then where do we go when they're coming?
Is that a door down here?
That's a little window, actually. It's a little window down here. Oh, actually, it could be a door. Yeah, let's call it a door. Like when you got the double doors and you got like a little side door.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a little side door.
My suggestion is you plant yourself maybe here or thereabouts. I'll position myself about here. We start the fire, draw them in, and then we start singing and cannon.
I like your style, and Baggi's already like putting any sort of grass and stuff in there.
Great.
Into
Okay.
it.
So let's just pop you guys in your positions. So starting a fire is your kind of forte. Whereabouts would you like the cannon?
Oh yeah, the cannon. I would like the cannon. Actually, about where you got it, I think.
Okay, cool. So Pups. So look over here. So you're going to kind of scale this side of the building. So I think that's the closest. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can see a window. Yeah, I think you're going to have to wander around to try and see a window.
Okay.
Because where you are there is no windows above that.
Where was the window that the paper bird went into?
That went all the way around the side, and so
Okay.
that came around over this way. But you notice it's a much more difficult climb to kind of get
fair.
up.
Yeah, I'll climb up the part that seems easier then.
Okay, cool. So essentially what's going to happen, you're going to climb up and then try and get onto a roof or something and then move around and then drop down, sort of idea.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do acrobatics for you to climb up. Oh, actually, no. It depends how much style you want to do it with. If you're going to do it quietly, I suppose would quietly be athletics or quietly be acrobatics.
I would say fleet of foot would be acrobatics rather than like.
Okay, well let's do both. Let's do acrobatics and a stealth check.
Okay, so stealth check. 9.
Ooh, okay.
That's bad. And then acrobatics. 9.
Ugh. All right,
Asmodeus.
So you struggle. Oh my Asmodeus!
Asmodeus, all the 9s.
So you struggle to get up, and you make a lot of scraping noise, banging noise as you sort of like your feet are like pushing against the wood. When you get to where you think is the second floor, suddenly you hear like dogs barking, and they have become very, very loud. As you think you've possibly woken up this whole building because the dogs are barking. So
And
you're
you
now
gave
like...
me a look.
So you're currently hanging off the second floor. So I'm gonna pop you there.
I was happy with you guys making noise. You were the ones meant to make a noise.
Oh, you've moved. There you go.
Stick
There you
to
go.
the plan.
So you're like hanging off the side of the building, and you're just hearing these dogs barking. Okay, so you guys are starting a fire downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a perception check of one of you? Probably Big Phatts.
Oh, hell. Perception. Okay, I'm just gonna go with luck on this one now. None of this fancy bomb stuff. 17.
All right. You notice over in this window here, you see a head like pop out, look at you, and then pop back in again.
Shit. Baggi, I think we've been seen.
So
I'll bring the fire to them.
So as we hear that, I think we go back upstairs and we hear row, row, row your boat gently down the down the stream, merrily, merrily, row, 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 row. And you sort of like, Oshi, you're starting to hear the dogs barking over the top of the music. And you think this feels like either some sort of an alarm system or some sort of something's happening. And I'll give you an opportunity to try something.
Can I do a sleight of hand to try and do the...
Yeah, absolutely. So you sort of start wriggling to start try and get out of the knots.
Yeah, can I use an advantage?
Yes.
24.
So you sort of like move and you're sort of moving and moving. And as you're moving, you feel... Oh, are we back?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
As you're moving, you can feel that the chair is also coming, like screwing out. As you sort of pull and you get one hand free. And you literally, I think the first thing you do is get that fucking bag off your head. And you start kind of working on the other side. I think with a 24, you get your other hand free. As you look across, you can see there's like a magic mouth in the wall. It's the thing that's doing the fucking song. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. As you start working on the feet, I'm going to move back to the guys and sort of come back to you, and we'll do that in stages. So bring the fire to the... So Pups, yeah, you can hear the barking. What would you like to do here? Would you like to carry on climbing? Would you like to kind of drop down?
Is the barking like right up against the wall where I'm basically hanging off?
Yeah, it's like this coming from the room that you're hanging off.
And have I gotten any closer to the row, row, row your boat sound?
I think you haven't. Have you started moving across yet? I don't know yet. Let's say no.
Just from going up.
Just going upwards, no.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go to try and climb back up, but what Pups is gonna like as he's holding on, you just see sort of like one of his legs start to wiggle, start to shake, and then like out the bottom of Pups's trousers, a little pet mouse comes out.
Right.
And just like makes its way like along the room, and is going to like essentially go and try and draw the dogs away.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Okay. What am I going to do with that? You hear that the dog barking sort of moves away from that wall, but they're still in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do a perception check for me as you put your ear to the wall? I'm guessing this is like listening.
Yeah. 13.
You can also hear chains as well. Like jingling chains, and you hear the dogs barking sort of move away from the wall, but they're obviously still in the room. So you think that they might be chained up dogs that are in that room.
Okay, so that's like the kennels or something like that. So we don't want to go into there. That's the sense that I get. That they can't get me if I get into a different room. So I'm gonna carry on with the plan and like try and get over and then try and get in the room. I'm gonna try and get to the roof, and then I'm gonna try and flick into the the window where the bird went in.
Okay, so let's do the acrobatics again.
Acrobatics. Let's hope it's not another 3 in a row.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's actually I'm gonna move him.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you all the way around, and you sort of like row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. It sort of like gets louder and louder. Do you come to like a window where it seems to be blaring out of, and you stick your head around, and what you see is a chair and somebody bent over who sat in the chair, sort of doing something. The sound blaring through in the room. Row your boat gently down the stream. As you kind of peer through. Oshi, you're sort of deafened at the moment by sound. I don't think you kind of noticed it. So downstairs, the door begins. Actually, no, nothing kind of happens yet. As you're kind of stood by this door, you've just been spotted. So what do you want to do from here?
Time to bring the fire to them, I think.
Fine by me. Where does Baggi, has Phatts indicated whereabouts we were spotted from?
I think you did, yeah. Over here.
Was it the...
Yeah.
Oh, right, the window. Okay, great. Cool. Baggi's just going to do a countdown with her from 3 whilst getting out her lighter. And is literally just going to cast Firebolt at that window as a pre-warning.
I also imagine that the cannon is also just sort of turning towards it.
It's slowly turning, yeah.
All right,
can't
so
quite reach yet, yeah.
All right, so let's do the Firebolt, and then we'll go into initiative from there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's fighting fire with fire. Sorry. 18.
That hits. Yes, it hits.
Flammable
9.
number.
So it's smashes through the window. And as it does, it kind of triggers something, which causes it to then explode again. As this whole thing just goes boom, and the whole side of the building kind of explodes. As this dude behind it just gets completely decimated. I'm not even going to bother rolling the damage on it.
Do we get? Is that a surprise round? Do we get a round of?
No, because they knew that you
for
were there.
initiative.
I think they knew you were there. I'm just going to allow that one moment.
Okay.
As it kind of goes bang. Oh well, if we wanted to, it's up to you. What do you? I mean, the thing is, they're not surprised, so. No. Okay, so let's roll initiative then, please.
Here we go, gang.
And let's do everyone, because I think Oshi and Pups are about to get in this fight as well. Okay, Big Phatts with the 8.
Ooh.
Baggi with the 18.
Nice. Oh, Pups with 18 as well.
The 18.
Right. Up with the 18.
Up to the 18.
Your Mastiffs. All right.
Oh, sorry, I didn't tap on my thing. I'm 7.
Okay. So let's put you in the turn order then.
I've missed fighting to jazz flute.
I know, right? Did you say 7?
Yeah.
Gabs, right, great. All right. Christopher Boosie, all right. Okay, cool. So, Bandit Captain, I think, is going to... I actually think he might... stay where he is, actually. He needs to protect people getting in, so he's going to stay there. Pups, you're by the window, but you're not quite in yet.
Okay. I'm going to... Is climbing in movement or action?
Movement.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make my way in as quietly as I can.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, with that big old blaring row your boat, it's pretty loud. So I'm gonna get into there, and as my action, I'd like to use my knife to cut through Oshi's ropes and pull the hood off.
Okay, cool. She's already got the hood off, which is great. So you kind of cut the rope at her feet, and she kind of there's a moment where you kind of look at each other.
And
sorry.
I silently just do this. Yeah, and then slit her throat. No, and then
Whoa.
and then my will you give me an object interaction for the stone, or is that an action?
I think it might be an action to. It's almost like talking. Do you know what I mean?
Cool.
No, I'm gonna say it's an action to do it because I think you've already done an object interaction by cutting the rope.
Perfect. So I will. So I'll just look at Oshi and just put my finger up like this, and then I will move into this corner. I'm guessing the dogs were sounding from here, right?
No, they were sounding from a little bit further away from you, from over here.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Yeah. So I'm going to go into this corner and attempt to hide as a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, you're hidden. There's nobody else in the room, so you're hidden.
Sweet.
Okay.
But Oshi's totally free now, right?
Yeah, Oshi's free. Okay, Baggi.
Baggi is going to. She's going to move to here, and she's going to prepare herself for these doors opening. Oh, actually. Oh, no. Yeah, no, she is. She's going to ready herself for anyone coming through there. Still with her lighter, I think, preparing for firebolt, basically. So if those doors open and someone comes out, she'll just.
Yeah, I'm gonna gently remind you that you have got the cannon. So just remember, you've always got this cannon.
Yeah. So, because I think that's all bonus action stuff, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, that makes better sense, doesn't it? You are right. Okay. Instead, then 15 feet. Hang on. Do. Oh, hang on. 5, 10. Yeah, okay, so bonus action, the cannon's actually going to move to here. And that, she's going to ready the cannon, so if those doors open, it will do the 15-foot cone.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think that's all I'm going to do.
Nice. Great. Really great turn, actually, on that one. Okay, Mastiffs barking. They've realised the mouse, they can't capture it. So they're going to go back towards their original guarding target. And they keep going. Scouts. Okay, these guys are going to ready. In fact, what they're going to do is move to a better position and ready themselves.
Oh, it's a standoff.
Okay, bandits. 30 feet. 30 feet. Big Phatts.
Phatts is going to go into rage.
Okay.
And he's going to look over to Baggi and say, I brought a little something with me as well. And as he goes into rage, I'm going to say just three kind of like almost translucent soldiers kind of appear swirling like that scene from Casper out of his back and take position right behind him. And he's going to fucking kick this door right beside him down and run into the room.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get angry. 5, 10, 15, 20. What's my movement? I think it's 30.
Okay.
25, 30. Come on, Phatts. Move your old arse. I figured as much. Oh yeah, baby, let's do this. Come on.
Oh,
all right. So 3.
I figured there was going to be held actions.
So I think 3 of them are going to hit. 1.
Anything above 15.
2. Oh,
that is 3. Yeah.
2 and 3. Okay, so that is a total of 21. So that would be 10.
I'll take 10.
Yeah, 10 piercing damage as these arrows like come from above. So actually, this here, there is a balcony. So I'm going to move them so that you can see them, but they're on a balcony. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, so they are there, but up on a balcony. Okay.
Cool.
Okay,
Okay,
so that's
sweet.
happened there.
So for my
the bandits didn't hold anything, so that's cool.
Okay, great. So where these archers are, it's only looking down at the door, I'm guessing, is it?
Yeah. Well, it's
So
sort of
as
like
Phatts takes...
you see there's a balcony that goes all the way around the building, sort of like that's the second floor. So it kind of like hovers all the way around. But they're only aiming at the door. You can't see anybody else.
So as Phatts gets 3 arrows in the side, he's going to look over to where the balcony is, realize that he's a bit of a sitting duck here, and he's going to use his action to dash underneath the balcony so he can no longer be hit by arrows.
Great. Do you want to pop yourself?
At least from them, yeah.
Great. Yeah. So you go underneath and you sort of see that there's a bandit, and then you see behind them there's another, looks like a much larger figure, who looks like a little bit more of a match for you. Over here.
Wonderful.
Okay. Anything else?
I think unless I couldn't throw a javelin offhand, could I?
No, you couldn't.
Nope. Well,
and
then
you use your bonus to go into rage as well. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
True. Yeah. Cool. Then that is me done.
Okay, Oshi. You've realised that you have no equipment on you. You've got no weapons, no nothing. But there is a bag full of toys in the room.
Oh yeah. Oshi's going to root through the bag.
So you find enough things that I would call a dagger, something that looks a bit like a dagger, stabby. So we'll call it a dagger.
Okay.
You also find for your own inventory, what we're just going to be calling torturer's tools for now. And it's just like pliers and saws and all that kind of nasty stuff as well. If you wanted to take it all.
Proficient.
Yeah, she's going to take it all.
Nice.
And then she's going to. She can't see Pups, can she?
I think you guys. I mean, he's hidden, but even though he's not hidden from you, I think he's hidden from everybody else. So yeah, you know he's there. Yeah.
And outside the window, is there like a ledge or anything to stand on?
I don't think there is. I think Pups, you had to kind of climb around to kind of get in, so there's nothing kind of there to drop down to.
Okay, well, she's going to stand in front of the door. I'll move her. Sorry. Going to stand there. So as soon as the magic on it is taken off.
Oh, I'm going to swap it over, so that'll be this door here.
Oh.
Was there no door there?
Get...
Is there no door there? Okay, my apologies. Hang on. Let me just check something.
I think there's two.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. This is me not describing things properly. There you go. So this door over here is the direction that the dude left in.
Okay, cool. She's going to... Oh, sugar. Going to stand right in front of the door, and so when the magic is... She hears the magic go and the door opens. She's going to hold an attack with the dagger.
Gotcha.
For whoever walks in.
Great.
Hopefully it's not Big Phatts and Baggi.
Yeah. All right. So, Thugs now. So, Thug is going to go... 1. Oh, yeah, he gets to here. And he's going to rip the door open. That's just because I want to see what this cannon can do. So this dude opens up the door, and he's faced with just like kind of like near the pilot light of the cannon. So let's do our first attack with the crazy cannon.
Oh yeah.
Love it. Boosh.
Okay.
So dex saving throw.
The dex save, and I think they take half if they screw this up. I think. Oh, he rolls
How far does it reach?
a 15-foot cone, so it should
Yeah.
catch them.
Okay.
Yeah, it will catch them.
We're worried about whether it catches me or not.
He rolled a 12, so he failed, and it literally just like, tell me what this like flame looks like. He hasn't killed him, but tell me what it looks like.
Oh, lovely. So it's a little bit like juddery, almost like when actually the cannon starts. Yeah, it's all kind of like sort of. I mean, it works, but it's very like little sparky and all that kind of stuff. And as the flame comes out, it kind of erupts in this like really bright orange and purple like amalgamation of just like almost like it's coughing though, you know, and its little legs by the side are sort of like the last few little bits.
Really nice. And he's
then it
literally
just
just like
starts smoking.
and he's just once it kind of dies down, you just see he's completely covered head to toe in like soot. And being burnt, and he's sort of screaming in pain. This dude, the other thug, is going to come around. Perfect, and it's going to wail on Big Phatts. So 2 melee attacks with his mace. Oh god, this is all. It's doing it all hidden from you, so you're going to have to trust me. 17. Does that hit?
17 hits.
And his second attack misses. So you take 7 bludgeoning damage, so that would be 3.
3. Nice.
As he's like clang, and sort of like the mace sort of smacks across. Okay, Bandit Captain is gonna now check on what's going on with his thing. Now he sees that there is actually a battle going on. So I'm gonna open the door, and the Bandit Captain is here. So Oshi, do you want to do your attack?
Yeah, what should I do it with? A rapier?
You got a dagger there.
I do.
But you do have somebody within 5 feet of it, and you also were hidden at the time, so I'm going to give you the advantage on it.
Sneak attack.
Yep, that hits. Oh.
11?
11. Great. As you literally just like straight in underneath his breastplate. And you can see he looks up at you. And it's sort of like that confident, straight face is sort of like starting to change a little bit. As he's starting to see you now as like, all right, you fucking welshing on this deal already. As he's pretty pissed off. So he's going to wail. He's going to throw something at you, I think. Because it is his go. Right. Ooh, 3 attacks. Okay. Okay. So 2 with a scimitar. Okay, you have to trust me again. 12, does that hit?
No.
Another one with a scimitar. 16.
Yep.
It's for 9 slashing damage. And then he attacks once with the dagger. Just misses. So he literally, as he comes in, is sort of like jump, and he just like pulls out, just like, ugh, and then tries to stab you from the side. And only one of them hits you for 9. I think it was 9, wasn't it? 7. Yeah. No, 9 for 9 slashing damage. As you realise he's fairly dangerous. Pups, the door is now opened, and you've now seen, Oshi just gets slashed. With this.
All sorts of shit just blades everywhere.
Going on.
So I can pass through people's square at double movement, right? Or it takes me double movement.
Yeah, so like just train.
So I could conceivably, I can't see where the captain is, but I imagine they're immediately next to Oshi. So could I go here for 10 and here for 20?
Yep, and you're on him now.
And then here for 25.
10, 20, 25, yep.
Okay, so I'm going to imagine that whilst hidden, Pups, whilst this is going on with these 2 really tall fighters, has just crawled through both of their legs.
Yeah.
like as it's all going on, it's just turned out, and then just
I just kept crawling, and it kept working.
Keep going. And then just swings around with a staff, one-handed staff, attack with advantage. 22 to hit.
Kablamo. Yep, that hits.
And then flurry of blows. Let's do it. And actually, I'm going to use one of my new thingies here, where I've got. Oh, that doesn't sound right. No, I'm not. I'm just going to do flurry of blows, 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay, cool.
So, and for the discount, we're going to throw Fury of the Small on top of this as well. So,
okay, good.
Another with advantage, 21.
Yeah, hits.
And 24.
Yep, they both hit.
Okay, so we got
damage.
10, 7,
17,
24, 27.
27. Mark that
With
down.
Fury of the Small.
27. So actually what we actually see is the door open, and it's sort of like the dagger goes in, you crawl underneath the legs, he like swings towards Oshi, and you smack him on the side, which makes him miss the other swish towards Oshi, and then the arm comes in, poff, and then you kind of swing down and try to kick him in the leg, which is what causes the dagger to miss. As he kind of carries on attacking Oshi. Taking off 27, he is now bloodied. And he looks a lot worse for wear. Great on that one. Very, very nice attack. Anything else you want to do at all?
No. Just say to Oshi, line him up, knock him down.
Okay. Okay, so Baggi. You have just seen your flamethrower go off and be like, oh, okay, cool, it works.
This is pretty freaking cool. So I think Baggi is going to. She can't really see that many people where she is. Seeing that the flamethrower works, she's actually going to go around to get a better view of indoors. So I think 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30. From there, I think I've got a couple of choices here, and I'm just throwing them up in my head. Yeah, fuck it. She is so Baggi reaches into one of her many pockets, pulls out a spyglass, and casts Chaos Bolt.
Yes, mate.
I'm gonna say this guy. Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, cool.
That one there.
That one there.
Because yeah. Okay, fingers fucking crossed. Here we go. Let me just find it. Oh, and I'll use my advantage if there is one, but there isn't, is there? Yes, there is. There definitely is.
Great, yep, so that hits.
And it hits for. Oh. I'm sorry. Submit. 11.
So 11.
Nice.
So can you... Yep, so could you roll... Oh no, 6 and a 4. So the 6, what type of damage is it? Because I think
that
chaos...
is poison damage.
Oh my words. Tell me what this looks like, because he's going down.
Yes! So, as out of the spyglass, this kind of like sort of very dark green, just gross looking liquid comes out. And as he sort of turns in shock, it literally smacks him in the mouth, and he can't help it, just goes down his esophagus and just starts like literally eating away at him from the inside and having like an allergic reaction to it. It's like his neck starts swelling up, he starts sneezing and coughing. Yeah, it's
lovely.
Quite grim, actually. Grim.
11 points of acid reflux damage.
Okay.
And you've impressed Gabby.
Yep.
Yay!
And you've got and you've still got your bonus action left as well.
Yes. So bonus action. I suppose with an Eldritch Cannon, like that can provoke opportunity attacks, can't it?
Yes.
If it moves too close to someone. Yeah, I thought so. So little baby Eldritch Cannon as a bonus action is just going to fire off again at this guy.
I love how excited you've suddenly become this damage monster. All right, so you need another deck save, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, so it has to beat 13.
Can I impose a
disadvantage?
Disadvantage on you.
Yep. So that's a 5 then. So let's do the damage on that.
Yeah, let me just do it real quick. Hang on. Oh, it's a lot having 2. I mean, it says maybe you have a million.
It hits for 6. It's like explodes again. And that is all good. Anything else you want to do?
It's vaguely reminiscent of Baggi's sick familiar owl that she once owned.
Catch
Oh,
all the kobolds.
Yeah. No, that is all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah.
The mastiffs are gonna go mad on something, on someone. And they've done a lot. They've done a lot of damage. So I rolled a crit on one of those. So yeah, the dogs are just gonna go crazy. Okay, scats. They're going to now seeing. Yeah, they can see you, Baggi, and how much damage that you've just done. They're gonna fire off some stuff at you. Because you're the only one they can see. So 2 range attacks. 1. It's going to be quite a lot here. 2.
Oh, frig.
3.
Oh, piss.
4.
A lot. Oh, why is my mouse not?
Okay, what's your AC? 13.
I think it's 13.
Oh shit! Yeah. 3 of those hits. 1 of them is a crit. 1, 2, 3. Right, it's 14, 17, plus 5, 23, 22.
22.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh shit!
I'm completely down.
So I think Big Phatts, you just see like a barrage of like arrows sort of fly towards Baggi, and goes boom, 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 boom. Is there anything you can do about this? Just trying to remember anything you could do with your spectrals, with reactions and shit.
Have you not got a half-orc trait that brings you back up to 1 hit point?
No, it's if you go down. Oh shit! Oh, maybe actually.
Fortitude.
Hang on. No, it's oh frig, what is it even called? Relentless endurance. I think I don't go completely down. Let me just quickly read. My thing is being.
So I can see it here. When you drop to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you drop to 1 point instead. So you're not dead. But you can't use this. But you can't use this again. Thank you, Dan. Well done, mate.
Thanks, Dan.
So you come back up with 1. So literally, you see it get absolutely ploughed full of arrows and fall, which you begin to feel rage, and then you just see her hand like bang, and she kind of like drags herself back up.
Proud orc.
Just covered in fucking arrows. Nice. Okay. Bandits. Right, this bandit's going to come over here. And it's going to attack Big Phatts. Where's my bandits? Sorry, give me a sec. With a scimitar. Take the advantage on it.
Oh.
No. Oh, I said it before I saw it. Sorry, it's only a small amount. So there's two slashing damage. And he's really proud of this. Sweet. But I very much doubt he's done any damage at all. The other ones are dead. Big Phatts, you are currently surrounded on 2 sides with the thug and the bandit.
Would you say that this pillar here is a load-bearing pillar?
Yes, it is.
Okay, Phatts is going to provoke an opportunity attack from this fella here.
Both of them.
By moving.
Oh, yeah, of course. My apologies, yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to stay in range of the one who just hit me. But I'll move to there. So come on, swing and a miss, swing and a miss.
It hits you for 6, so 3 bludgeoning.
Okay, all good.
Got bombs if you need them.
Thank you. And then he's going to try and take out this load-bearing pillar.
Really nice. Okay, how are you going to do
that? I'm going to go sheep and the shepherd on it. My 2 axes.
Great.
Or do you reckon a warhammer is more efficient for that?
Whatever you think would do it.
I think I'm going to go sheep and shepherd.
Right. And like start like trying to chop it down, essentially.
Lumberjack style, yeah.
Yep. All right, let's have
and
a
he's
look.
going to try and go for both at the same time, like kind of way.
Great. Do you want to use any advantages on this?
I am going to use my inspiration on one of them.
Nice.
And I will use my advantage on the other one. So here's the sheep. 16.
16 hits.
4.
9.
8.
8, cool.
And the shepherd. 13.
13 hits. Sadly, it's a wooden pole, like 13 hits.
Yeah, can't dodge. Or 9. So 17 in total.
Great. Okay. I think that you reckon one shove, shunt, or push will do it. Or at least one more hit will do it. But yeah, you wail at this thing. And you kind of got it down to like a point. So you know it's got like... But yeah, it will go and you can hear it creaking and cracking as you go.
Great.
Okay,
Cool.
Oshi.
That's me, I think.
Okay. No bonus actions?
I use my bonus for offhand.
Okay, cool. Okay, Oshi, you now see that you've got your perfect lineup.
And so he's an orc, right?
He's an orc, yeah.
And I think that orcs are poison resistant. Oh, she knows that, doesn't she?
I'm not sure if they are, but yeah, they are.
No, because you killed.
No, because you killed an orc.
You killed an orc with the.
Okay, so can I?
I love it's like trying to work out Star Wars canon. It's just it's just so much going on. Yeah, so orcs, yeah, they're poison people. Yeah, whatever, poison stuff.
So poison won't help.
No, it will. Yeah, poison. So let me be clearer. Poison will damage them. There you go. That's better.
Okay. Will you allow me an object interaction? Because obviously I've got poison spray.
Mm-hmm.
Will you allow me to breathe my poison spray on my dagger as an object interaction so I can get more damage on it?
I'll do it. I will. What is it written? What is it written in your as a feat? Poison spray. What is it?
It's just poison spray. DC 0, 1d12 poison.
Let me have a look.
Is it going to do you more than sneak attack though?
But I'll get advantage anyway because we're flanking. Yeah. And if I stab him with a poison
Where is
dagger,
this?
Poison
spray. Oh yes, yeah. It's a Yuan-Ti thing. Yeah. Okay, cool. So spells. Your spell would be, I think it's charisma. There you go. That's a bit better. No, that's an action. That's an actual action because it's a spell essentially.
Okay, I'm just going to stab him in the throat. Okay? With advantage because we're flanking. Here we go.
Yeah, they broke.
23.
23 hits, and you got the sneak attack on that as well.
10.
10. Lovely. Okay, he's looking pretty battered right now. Yeah, you're in. Oh,
where have you gone, Gabs?
Hang on, Gabby. Got so excited she kicked the light switch. Kicked the power switch.
I did actually turn it off because I got excited. Sorry, I got excited. It's just fighting again. It's just nice, you know.
It happens to all of us, mate. It happens to the best of us.
Is there anything you want to do with any of your new abilities? Is there anything that's on there? I just want to kind of showcase what you could do now.
As in getting my spirits out.
Yeah, I just don't know if there's anything you want to do.
Is he? Oh no, I can't. Yeah.
Casual shields there, Evie.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez,
it's because my friggin' my mouse pad's gone AWOL, so I'm clicking on everything and zooming in and out. Technology.
No.
I don't think there's much I can do yet.
Not yet. Okay, great.
Robs, what's your ancestral peeps doing in this fight? What's your ghost arm?
Me?
Yeah.
It's the person I hit. I taunt them. They then have disadvantage on attacking anyone else. And if they do attack anyone else, that person has resistance to whatever type of damage that they are.
Oh, wow. Really nice. Okay, so anything else you want to do, Oshi? You've still got your bonus.
She's
If
gonna.
anything.
She's just gonna smile at him.
It's something that I will allow if you want it as an offhand. You've got a pair of pliers in your other hand if you want to try and do an offhand attack. I'll call it another dagger because I just want you to kill this guy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So this will be without the proficiency, right? So I'll just take that off after the roll.
Okay. I'm going to use my.
You got advantage though.
Got advantage.
Oh,
yeah.
24.
Double advantage.
Yep. So minus the numbers. Yeah, you'll be fine. This is without the sneak attack though, so it's 5.
Okay.
Because you can only do sneak attack once per turn.
Okay.
All right, great. So you just take a good chunk out of him. I'm actually thinking that you kind of run rather than stabbing him, you go for just yank one of his teeth out.
Yeah.
It's just like pop. So that does the damage there. Really lovely.
Is this gold teeth, fella?
No.
No, unfortunately not. Okay, thug is in. So this thug is going to come down to Baggi actually, because that is the closest target, and this thug is going to come round to here. Has he got? You haven't hit him yet, have you? You haven't hit anybody yet. No, you haven't hit anyone yet.
I haven't hit anyone yet. No.
Oh my god, the thug's going to do some advantage hits. Twice. 1.
Bet.
And what a crit. So 23 and a crit. So that's 11.
Yeah.
So 5.
Take the 5.
How are you getting on?
10.
Okay. The other dude is then going to attack Baggi.
I'm going to give you disadvantage on that.
Okay, disadvantage on the first one. 11. Misses.
Misses.
And disadvantage on the next one.
12.
That's the last one.
Also misses.
Whoa, as he literally runs across. And he's just like, this mace kind of comes down and you're like, what? And he's like, get out of the way. I'm like, shit. And it sort of slams across the other side. In fact, he kind of hits across the arrows and knocks them out. Do you know what I mean? Like, stops them.
Yeah.
Sort of giving you a little bit more of a help there. I don't think there's any more thugs going on. No, okay, Bandit Captain. So he's going to split his attacks between the two of you. So he is going to do 1 attack on Oshi, 2 attacks on Pups. Okay.
Okay.
So 1 on Oshi, scimitar, 7 misses, and then I'm going to take advantage. How many advantages have I got?
5. Thanks, Mark Jefford.
So I'm going to take advantage on both of these then. So,
Okay.
so scimitar, 22 hits and a crit. So that is 7, 14, 15 piercing and slashing damage.
Cool.
As he sort of like slam and then spins and swipes across backhanded, catching you, and then turns and just dagger into the side. Great, but you do have a chance to respond now, Pups.
Come on.
Yeah. So with advantage, quarter staff.
Ooh.
Oh, 11.
No.
Shit. No, I'm just gonna do 1 unarmed strike with advantage. Gotta save him. 22
22. Yep, that hits.
for 6.
6. Yep, he's looking pretty bad. He's not down yet. Unfortunately. So he is almost there, but not quite.
Shit.
Okay, Baggi, there is a thug right in front of you. He is looking charred, like barbecue charred, but he's there.
Yeah. Is charred the same as bloody?
In this case, yes.
Okay. Just because Baggi's not looking great. Baggi's actually gonna. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she's gonna disengage. So that she can take away. Not that my mouse pad's gonna let me.
Where would you like to go? Do you want me to go to take you?
So yeah, 5, 10, 15. She can go 30 feet, can't she?
Yeah.
Can she go? 5, hang on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can she end up? I wonder if I can do it. About here. So you see that just north of the Eldritch Cannon, like just literally right next to it. Yeah, and over to the right. I think she can get there. And then, as a bonus action, she's going to send the Eldritch Cannon forward enough that it can go 15 feet, so that it can hopefully finish off that guy, because it can have its movement and it can have its attack.
Okay, so let's do that. So we're going to dex save of 30.
Yeah,
I'm going to start learning this. Okay, let's see what he rolls. Oh, he crits it, and he's fine, but he'll take half of the damage. He'll take half of the damage. So
and I'm going to see if I can do it, but I think my mouse pad's being an absolute poo face. Oh, wait, no, maybe it will let me do it.
Yes.
5. So
2. So he takes
okay,
2,
great.
2
Amazing.
fire.
And I think that's all I can do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
don't have a potion on you. You could swig.
I don't think I do. I think they're done now.
Okay, scouts, they can finally see you, Big Phatts. So they're going to go for the attacks on you.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think 2 of those hit.
2 of those hit. Let's do this.
12. So that's 6. Oh, he's still up.
Still up.
Okay, Bandit.
Wow.
Bandit's going to go in for an attack with advantage. 15.
Just hits.
Oh, for 3 slashing damage.
For 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still up.
Oh my god.
I've got 1 health left.
Oh my god. Okay, Big Phatts. It's now your go, Big Phatts.
Fucking deadly. Okay. Right. Phatts is... he's gonna shit a little cigar tin. And he's going to fucking just wail on. He's going to go for one more. He's going to go offhand first with the shepherd at the pillar behind him.
Okay, let's do that first.
And I'll use one of my advantages for this.
Yep, hits.
60.
Come
That hits.
on. Come on. Oh my word! So you like turn it and you crash into the side and you just see it kind of blow and the whole thing just goes... It sort of slams down. Taking this one out of the way. I'm gonna ask you to do a dex saving throw for me.
Great. Since I knew that I was doing it, will you allow me to do Danger Sense, which gives me advantage on dex saving throws?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to do the thug's going to do a dex save. Okay, I'm looking for 12. Oh, okay. So he rolled a 12. Oh my god. So you're gonna take that damage.
I'm down.
Okay. Yeah, you're down and you're buried under the wood. You're buried under the wood. Okay. the other bandit gets out. So these two actually get out from it. Roll 2d6. Oh my word. Double critter. So 12. So these guys take 6. Oh my word. Big Phatts. Okay, Oshi. He's looking like he's about to go.
She's gonna stab the shit out of him, man. Is the song still going and all?
Yeah, song's still going. Row,
she has
row,
inbuilt rage.
Stab, stab your throat.
Oh yes,
20.
that hits. Okay, and what does this look?
15.
What does this look like?
She just like wails into his skull like 3 or 4 times to the beat of row, like row your boat, like that. And then as she does it, his skull starts to crash like under her force. So it's like dancing, but bits of his brain are coming out with every like things. As she's doing that, there's like it's spluttering everywhere, like his brain is, and his eyes are just looking at her, and she's like smiling at him and singing along. She's really mad now. I think she's had some madness going on downstairs and all, so she's fuming.
All right. Is there anything?
Yeah, do you know what she's going to do, actually? Because obviously he's going to go into a necklace.
Yeah.
She's going to take his skill proficiency for... what are the tools she's got?
Oh, yeah. The torture tools.
Yeah, so torture tools. So she can use his... she can use... So you can choose one skill or tool proficiency that you lack in and gain it as a ghostly presence shares knowledge with you.
So now, really nice. The last thoughts you hear.
Yourself some torture knowledge.
The last thoughts that you hear from him is, you just hear him say, "You're definitely not ready for him." Is the thing you hear when he dies. All right. Oh no, he said he did ready for him. And welcome to the game is what he does say.
The game.
Okay, great. Anything else you want to do?
What game was that?
She's gonna grab Pup's hand. Like they're finally back together. The Team Sneak is back.
Okay, cool. Do you want to move or anything else, or you just gonna stay there?
I suppose I can use my full movement now, can't I?
Yep.
Can she do it stealthily and go?
Yeah, do a stealth check.
Yeah. God, oh God.
Yeah, I'm sorry to you guys and to everybody at home. This has gone a little bit longer than we expected, but we'll get there. Okay, yep, so that's fine with the stealth check. So you come. Do you want to come out of that door? Is that the idea? Right. Yeah, you've got the doors open. So you kind of step out and you see across the way. I'm going to say when you get to here. You see over here. I don't know if you can see that. No? Let me just check something. Oh, I see. Yeah, that wall's in the way. All right. So across the way from you, you can see that there is 2 dogs that are tied, like chained, and they are biting and barking at another person who's tied up. This person you can see their arms sort of go up, and you see that one of their arms is missing from an earlier fight. But they are struggling to kind of keep the dogs off them. Okay. So thugs, right? So you are down, Big Phatts. So they are now going to go and start turning. Actually, some of them are actually going to go over to the. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, one of them's going to go to the Eldritch Cannon.
No.
What's the AC on the cannon? 18. Okay.
18.
He's going to go for an attack on that first. 2 mace attacks. 1. He rolls a 7, misses, and then he rolls the next one. Oh, and crits it. Crit fails it. So
fails?
Yeah. So he swings across and he breaks his mace on the top of the on the top of the cannon. So
Does
he
that
no
mean
longer
the
has
cannon
it.
gets an attack of opportunity?
Nah, not on this one. Is a machine.
No.
101.
So then the other one's going to attack Baggi, obviously. So let's do that. Mace attack. He rolls and fails. Rolls another one. Oh, this one hits, and he hits you for 4 bludgeoning damage.
Can I use shield as a reaction to that?
Yep, sure. So you shield. So what's your AC now?
Yeah. It is now going to be, I would say 18. I've lost my character sheet, sadly.
Okay.
+5, isn't it?
My
And your
laptop's
AC was
dying.
13, so it should
Yeah.
be 18.
So
Yes.
unfortunately, it's not enough to stop it. So
Okay.
actually, you kind of like hit the button, and it's like, and the shield kind of comes up, but he kind of like batters through that, and the mace comes over and hits you for 4 bludgeoning damage.
So yeah, down, I assume. I think.
Yeah, you're down, I'm afraid.
Okay.
But you did well on 1 hit point for like 3 rounds.
Yeah, a little while.
Okay, Bandit Captain is dead. Pups, it's your go. You've heard a massive crash downstairs. Both of you have seen a massive crash downstairs.
Coming from what direction do I think?
Literally straight out the door and down. In fact, you can see the dust and all the shit that's going out. Down here.
South?
Yeah, all down here.
Okay, so I'm going to come out here 5, 10.
And then you see that the walkway's collapsed down towards this wall here.
So would that get me down to
the ground? Yep.
To the ground?
Yeah, it kind of collapsed about here. I think that's about right, isn't it? Yes, yeah, because that person went down. Yeah, so here.
And how much higher am I up than the?
Say about than the other ground, about 15 foot.
15 feet. Okay. So how far have I gone? I've gone 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. How far am I from the smash?
Oh no, it's this one here, sorry. So
okay. Do you think I can slide down it at a dash and get down there?
If you dash it, yep, you can get down. But that's going to be your stir
action.
Yeah. Okay, so just get you down.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then what can I do? I don't want to do that. What am I doing? Bonus action hide?
Yeah.
Behind that pillar?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to
Pillar
do the
left.
Oh no, there's no pillar there.
Yeah.
There's rubble.
Can I hide with it? Can I go down against the wall and hide within the rubble?
All right, let's do some rolls on that then. So let's do your stealth, and I'll do the bandit's perception.
Okay. Crit!
Yep, so you're hidden.
Oh!
So you are now hidden.
Yeah. And presumably do I see Phatts?
Yeah, you can see a hand of Phatts.
You see a cigar.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. His cigar in the hand.
A cigar.
I was just smoking. The rest is underneath rubble.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Baggi. So we're going to do a death saving throw for Baggi.
Yes, please.
All right, let's have a look.
Fingers crossed.
An 11. Save. So that's good. Okay, Mastiffs are going to keep on attacking. Oshi, you see the Mastiffs continue. Okay, so the bandit is going to look around and can't see anything. He thinks this is fucking bullshit and he's going to leg it. So he's actually going to dash out. Because this is like not getting paid enough for this shit. So he's running. Okay, Big Phatts. Death saving throw, please.
Here we go. Natural 1, baby. I want to roll a new character.
What the heck?
Oh my god, I thought it was a natural one.
Oh my
Success.
God.
Just
Don't
stop
do
shit.
that. That's just not
So
funny.
weird.
I no longer fear death, unlike the 3 chumps.
Oshi's mates with death. Relax. Get him down.
Okay.
And the game and a beautiful character, Rob.
I'm actually just inspiring more creativity.
Okay, Oshi. So you see these dogs beating up somebody on the site. You see the staircase that kind of leads down here, and you see the rubble that Pups has just got dashed down. You recognise that's quite a long way for the dashing as well.
Is there? Can she do would it be a perception to look around, or she wants to look around to see if she can find a bow and arrow?
Oh, yeah. Actually, you might be able to. Yeah, it's a perception.
One of them went as it fell down.
I don't think you can see one. No, you can't see one.
I'm guessing that's my.
That's your
Action.
action. Yeah, you
Yeah.
get a bonus. You still get a bonus though. So you could. What can you do? Bonus wise,
Okay.
is it hide?
Hide or dash or disengage.
Okay.
So I'm looking at this person getting attacked. Oh, by dogs. Oh.
Dogs like meat.
Huh?
Dogs like meat. You've just killed someone.
Oh, she's going to have to drag this big bugger back in, isn't she?
Just a part of them.
Yeah. So in a little new bag of tricks, do you reckon there's enough? There's the saw. Can she go and saw his head off with her bonus action?
I'll give it for the bonus action. Yeah.
So she's done 15 feet back. She's going to saw his head off.
Yeah.
And then move 15 feet back to where she was.
Nice.
And then
Well
wait.
done. Great.
Bradling her head.
Okay, thugs. Thugs are also going to fucking leg it. So these guys are going to run. This is past their pay grades. Now you've just got decimated the whole fucking room of them. All right, so we're going to come out of turn order now. But I am going to keep asking for the saving throws until you guys get stabilized. So I think we start with Oshi sort of walking across the platform to see the dog sort of attacking this person.
And she's going to throw the head like past the dogs, so hopefully it makes them turn to look at what the head is.
Yeah, so they kind of turn and they see that it looks pretty cool, so they just run after it and start munching on it. As you see this person sort of cowering over, they look as if they've got a stump for one arm. And it does look like they've got a prosthetic as well. You also reckon there's something across the back of their head, because you can only see the back of their head now. And they're looking down as they begin to sort of turn. And as they kind of turn to look at you, we just see Oshi's eyes like open up as we go downstairs and to Pups, and you can see Big Phatts is sort of under this rubble. I think from where you are, no, you can't see Baggi yet either.
Okay, so Pups is going to head over to Phatts and is going to jump and almost as he jumps, brings down a thumb right into the crook here between thumb and finger, and is going to use Hand of Healing. Hand of Healing for 1d4 plus 3 healing, 7 healing for Big Phatts.
And Big Phatts, he sort of struggle up, and he's sort of this rubble starts pouring off.
The cigar twitches, and then the hand starts to pull himself up, and you just hear, "Where's the Baggi?"
Okay, there's a death saving throw from Baggi.
I think I can do it.
That's a fail. I just did it for you. Sorry, I didn't.
That's all right. I'd sort of
I can see Baggi's token.
You can now see Baggi's token. So when you hear him say Baggi,
yeah,
you kind of you see Baggi's token.
Okay. story in it. So yeah, I run over and almost like Vulcan neck pinch her and like do the same thing. Hand of healing. Mercy monks. 6 points.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. As she kind of gets up, you guys then look up and you see Oshi is kind of like cradling somebody as they're walking down, as they're sort of coming through the sort of the mist of the dust of the smoke of everything. You see that she's like pulling somebody, and as it kind of comes into view, she kind of looks up, and this person's got one eye, has one arm, has one leg, and she goes, "One day, shooting arrows into buttocks is always going to be the thing that screws you guys up." As we see Miss Target come into view, as we fade to black. Okie dokie. Well done, everybody. Lovely battle. Really, really well done. Oh my god, that was lots and lots of moving parts in there. I have to say, there's two things of my favorite thing here: the cannon, and Big Phatts attacking a pillar. Absolute genius piece of work. But well done, everybody. That was a lovely session. I know we went on almost an hour longer than we should have done. So my apologies there. But I hope you had fun.
I did.
Yeah, that was so much fun. So nice to be back fighting. So nice to take these level 3 characters and stretch their legs.
Exactly.
Feels squishy as hell.
I mean, you took so many hits on that. So now found Miss Target.
I can't believe it's not Miss Target. I totally thought it was Justin.
Really, really lovely. A lot of stuff going on there. I would say thank you very much to Gabby MacPherson for playing in that one. There's a lot of torture scenes are very difficult to do, so thank you for that. So this is the 1 week until we start our 7 days of sabotage, which is going to be absolutely incredible. So really, really hope that you can join us for 7 days, 10 or 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. every day for RPGs, games, music, chat shows, and all sorts. But make sure you keep an eye on our social medias as well. Dan, am I doing all right here? I feel like I'm doing all right.
You're doing pretty well, you plug machine. Look at you.
So
Evie's going to kick you, and then all of a sudden you'll power down.
So keep your eyes on the social medias for all of the lineups, and we'll be dropping another lineup tomorrow for Tuesday. So keep your eyes open, and I'm going to have a lot of fun. So keep doing what you're doing out there, guys. You're all wonderful. You're all brilliant. You're all fantastic, and you're all a bunch of fucking heroes. Lots of love from us here at Waterdeep. So see you later. Bye.
Peace, love.